When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms, light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line.
And is the choice of champions.
Final stone.
Does he have it? Yes, he does! What a shot! John Schuster! Oh my goodness! A third of a rock for... That would make sense why he didn't curl.
Well, we gotta not kill that. It's gotta just be in the catch zone.
I mean, my gut is like, just roll 3 feet. 2 feet.
Yeah? Yeah, I think it's probably just hack.
You're always touching the 6.
I don't know that this leaves the 4 foot with hack.
Really good spots for me.
I think John's in a situation where he needs to send one of the red guards back.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, if it's dead nose and just, it's gonna go spinning. This actually might catch two and just leak back.
I think it does.
Okay, so it might, close to dead.
Hammer something.
Extra focus of the players, because sometimes you just couldn't hear yourself thinking, and we needed to like use signs and show what we meant instead of just shouting out a number or like play this hit and roll kind of thing. We had to show everything, so that added another level.
Last drop. Yep. 8th in. From the tie to Isabel Verano.
Yep.
Good evening, Canadian curling fans and fans around the world. Welcome inside the Mattamy Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We've got Friday night couch action. If you haven't seen the couch yet, you're in for a treat. We've got a full commentary team. We might not even commentate the game much, though. We might just tell some curling stories and ask our famous guest here, Carrie Anderson, some real tough questions. But we are going to focus on the Epping Dunstone game because it's a big one. Team Epping looking to run the table. If they can manage to win this one in front of a big hometown crowd, biggest crowd we've seen since the Battle of the Sexes, mostly sold out tonight, then they will get the bye to the semifinals. If they happen to lose, I don't know what happens, but they don't get it. That's what I know.
I don't think it's been as busy in here since the 93 Leafs run in the Gardens with Wendell Clark and Dougie Gilmore.
When Gretzky tripped Gilmore.
90, exactly. This is rocking in here tonight. Great to see.
Yeah, we've got an all-star crew. We've got Craig Saville, Carrie Anderson, and John Morris joining us tonight. I'm Brent Lang, and this is when we really need the call-in that we're talking about, you know, where people can call in with questions or comments. They can hit the mute button if they don't like us. That's fine, too, though. Come at us if you like.
Yeah, my mom made some comments, but it was after the show, so Mom, make some comments before.
Yeah.
Send some questions you've always wanted to know about dirt from John Morris.
Bring some heat, Dale. Bring some heat. I love Dale. I remember she made our little guy Jack a blanket. I'm sure she does that too.
Yeah, we got a couple blankets too. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a beauty.
So Team Dunstone starting with the hammer. They're coming off a wild loss, 9-8 to Team McEwen earlier today. And Epping hasn't, they've been tested, but they've really kind of steamrolled their pool so far, all the Canadian teams and Team Retornaz.
This is kind of Epping's ice, isn't it? Kind of tricky. Everybody is in late season mode right now, so they're already thinking about golf or coming off the Worlds and exhausted.
Could be. That's a theory, and his 4-0 record kind of suggests that
I'm right.
They're in the right place. Hometown crowd helps too. John lives just down the street from here.
And I saw a stat when I was watching that Dunstone-Jacobs game. They were showing the winning percentages of all the teams, the best 5 teams this year. I think Epping has the highest winning percentage of any Canadian team this year.
They've won five tour events. I mean, and John, I'm not speaking out of school here. John admittedly says we didn't play the toughest schedule, but we played a lot. We knew we needed to chase points, and he understands how the system works. So it wasn't all tier 1, but the ones they did go in, yeah, they won, I believe, 5 tour events. And unfortunately for John, he feels like he's been given the short end of the stick a few times, and that a lot of the tour is kind of saying that was because he had better brooms, but that's complete bullshit.
Just proves that wrong.
Yeah, he made a run at the Brier. He's making a run at the Players' Championship, and he's used whatever the main teams, we'll call them. We won't name them by brand, but whatever they've asked him to use, he's just kind of used it and continues to win. So.
Yeah, I feel bad for John with that whole situation with the brooms. Like, he was kind of in the middle of it and thrown in there, and I think some of the brands were going after them because they were successful. And yeah, he's proven it at the Briar and here that they're a good team. And their front end are monsters. So of course they're keeping rock straight and carving it. Like
it's a battle of the Northern Ontario monster front ends.
True. Right. Good. Good
get
find.
Any better than those two?
Yeah,
those four.
Their sweeping has improved so much. Like I've known Ian McMillan for a very long time. He's Manitoban, and I played a lot of mixed against him, and yeah, he's a great sweeper.
Seems like a real quality dude too.
He's super nice and so down to earth, and like I questioned when he went to go play lead because he's such a great thrower, but he's fit in with John and them so well.
You know, finally curling teams are getting smart and they're getting these big jack guys in the front end, right?
Thank God it took too long. We were able to hang on for a couple of years.
I don't know what Morris was thinking back in juniors when he got a couple of guys that were 140 pounds. A third was 130 pounds.
Well, that's when the sweeping made about a 3% difference. Now, now it makes about a 80%.
But Morris, like actually, how strong were we? We were sweeping with the brownies. Have you held one of those things?
Yeah.
Couple pillows on the
Saw Mowat out there using them against Rachel there. Oh my God.
They're ridiculously heavy now.
Right?
I don't know if they weigh 60 pounds or what, but.
Epping actually, when he was commentating the other day, called Ian their MVP and said nobody really knows about him too much outside of Manitoba. He's played a long time at a high level, but he called him the MVP. I think that's just him saying how great he's been and how valuable he's been. If your MVP is your lead, you got your lineup backwards, though.
Right.
I would say.
Who did he play with before?
He played with Calvert. Calvert.
Oh, yeah. And he played with the Horgan boys, too. That's how John kind of got hooked up with them. I asked him how that came together, and they were at a mixed doubles spiel, John said, and he was talking to Jake Horgan and got to kind of chewing the cud and saying, hey, what are you guys doing? And they're looking for somebody and would be open to talking to John, and the rest is history. But
speaking of carving, just see that Ryan just carved that right into the button. Great freeze.
Yeah, a lot of made shots here. A lot more than I remember at Players Championships back when I was playing in them. So what is this? Dunstone needs this win a bit more than Epping. Is that the case?
Dunstone, if he loses, would need Hosley to lose and would need to have one of the top couple shootouts to not be out, because there would only be one spot, I think. It's one of those where if Dunstone wins and Hosley loses, there's no tiebreakers, or if Hosley wins and Dunstone loses, there's no tiebreakers. If they both win or both lose, if they both lose especially, then 2 and 3 is alive, but it'll come down to shootouts because there's going to be too many teams. But if they both win, I think they'll play a one-game showdown tomorrow morning. And I made most of that up, so.
Got me.
So we really don't know what the hell's happening.
Super confused. Yeah, sounds right.
Welcome to pools, baby.
We'll ask Pierre Charette a little bit later. He's got it all figured out, I'm sure.
For sure he does. Nick's going to stop by. He'll know for sure.
Yes.
We got wait till you hear what's up Nick's sleeve tonight.
Oh boy.
I hear there are some shenanigans maybe planned for the crowd, which could be entertaining. And
yeah. Tune in if you're between the stream and the sports center. It'll be worthwhile watching.
The banana peels are up early with that straight peel.
And Waldo's over there, too.
And again, Waldo, like back positioning again. Like we talked about this in the last game, and he's standing right beside the big yellow bananas.
And I ran into all of them in the elevator, and I was like sandwiched between all the bananas and Waldo, and I was like, oh my God. And they were laughing at me because I didn't peel in the game. And I was like, well, I was down, so I couldn't peel. So they're like, well, you could just peeled one for us. I was like, yeah, no.
That's when you got to point to them first. Point to them first and be like, this one's for you. We're losing this game anyway.
Yeah,
we got to keep the peelers happy.
It was still too close, though. I wasn't down like 5 points. I was only down 1.
You're still trying.
Yeah.
How was the ice this week, Carrie? I know I've talked to a few different people, and they found it good, but a little bit tricky.
It's definitely been tricky and pathy. If you get outside the path, it's like 14-2. If you're inside of it, it's 15. My draw from last night's still fucking going.
That one found a quick spot, eh?
Oh my God, it was like 15-5 there. And I threw, I think it was like a 14-7. and it was sailing. I was like, well, that's unfortunate.
Did you point fingers and say front end? You gave me the wrong number?
Yeah.
the
No,
move.
I take all the blame.
Oh, you're one of the nice skips.
I am. I'm not too nice. Just kidding.
Too nice.
Probably that rain and snow has a bit to do with the patchiness, eh?
Time of year for sure.
Yeah.
Well, previous years, it's always actually been quite warm outside here, and it hasn't. So it hasn't been too rainy, but now it is, yeah.
Like, we've never had a Players' Championship or any event in this building in the winter. It's always been this time of year,
always been
isn't it?
April.
Yeah, so.
Some changes coming to the Grand Slam of curling schedule next year. The Players' Championship will be, we won't have to worry about spring conditions in Manitoba in January. Right, Carrie? It'll be nice and cold. Ice will be great.
It'll be freezing in Winnipeg, yep.
No better time to go to Winnipeg.
Actually,
maybe February? February better?
No.
A little even colder?
Same.
Yeah.
Longer days, though, more sunshine.
It's actually been quite nice, and it's warmer in Winnipeg than it is here right now.
I spent the winter in Winnipeg. Like, I spent a couple months there this year, and I got to tell you, it's really no worse. It might be better than Ontario winter. Like, Canadian winter sucks.
Did you say it's better in Winnipeg?
It's not
winter?
worse. I said it's not worse. Canadian winter sucks.
Yeah, sure.
It's sunnier, for sure.
The 2025
I left Alberta on Monday.
Grand Slam of curling
Thursday.
schedule is out. With big
And it was
events
19
happening
degrees
all
or
over
something.
Canada.
Yeah, right.
Like the
Come here.
Masters heading to London.
Oh. More
Peel.
action for the banana peels.
They stood up. They stood up, but they didn't quite.
Because it wasn't. They
Wasn't a
weren't
call peel.
trying, so they don't. Oh.
No flukes.
Okay.
Oh, it has to be a legit peel.
I'm surprised they don't know that they maybe thought that was a peel.
Well, there's a couple guys standing up with their fists up, and then they
they're
put
like,
them down.
wait, get down.
How's Epping getting out of this deuce, Johnny? You got a front row seat there to the monitor. Dunstone's shot on the button.
How many rocks to come here?
Epping's ready.
We're into
Two
skip
more, right?
stones here, I think.
Yeah, it looks like.
Are we listening
John
to a different?
speaks Korean on Friday nights only.
I've been talking about our story so much that I'm actually watching the Kim Holland game right in front of me. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I
That's
think
all I can hear in my ear.
That's all we can hear in our ear too.
Welcome to the couch. It's just a Friday night of friends hanging out.
All I know is Kim's about to steal forward. Okay, I can tell you.
Oh, there's my kiddos.
Yeah, there they are.
But yeah, we're doing the Epping Dunstone game, John. So how are we looking over there?
Okay, let's see. Dunstone's third's last shot, it looks like. Right?
Yeah.
So that's where I was confused. Third still got one.
Yeah, that was Colton second. So we're down to skip stones. Epping is up first.
They got the rocks wrong on there.
That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like
good. Epping. So Epping's actually.
I'm like
talking.
Ron Burgundy. I read exactly what's on the screen.
You kind of look like him too with that stash. Oh dear God.
Okay, so it's Epping's first shot. Okay, I'm getting it.
And they're red. And they don't have the hammer.
Yeah, they got some bad angles going on there.
That's going to hit and get that.
Oh, there we go. We got them on the mic now too.
Yeah, there it goes.
It's hard to see without an overhead if that.
It's tricky.
If there's jam.
I can't even tell if the top red is past the yellow. Like, there it is.
Oh, no.
Side head.
Can you
down.
hit that? Does it kiss the yellow?
I love
That's
the
what he
kiss.
was saying.
I
love
so.
I love the quarterstone peel weight kiss.
Yeah.
And I think you're lying. You probably lose your back red, but
should
he
stay
ain't
right
doing
there
that.
though.
He's not playing that.
He's playing it soft, I think.
Yeah.
Is this
Trying
the-
to
is this the
tickle
hat cam?
the red or something.
it's the hat cam I think we got going on, right?
Oh no, we got all sorts of cams.
Okay.
What's that guy? What's that guy doing?
Yeah, that guy's just down on the ice, getting low.
All right, so what did he? I think he's choosing a
backline chip and roll and just chip it in there to the freeze, maybe.
I'm not
Ooh,
sure
that's
about
got to
this.
curl around.
I like more weight too, Johnny.
Because he could leave an in off to, or hit and roll off this one, if he a little bit outside.
Curl!
Not bad.
Okay.
Pretty good.
So
Pretty good, isn't it?
what we thought was if you play that with weight,
Yeah, with weight.
Would have killed that.
kill
Both
both
of them.
those yellows, right?
Yeah.
But it's still not bad. I don't know how.
Oh, that's a nasty pick if he makes that.
I don't know how that helps you though, and he makes the freeze even better. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Maddie
He
heard your
told you,
question.
He heard you.
Are
Ask
they,
and
he
you
heard
shall
me.
be answered.
are they mic too? They hear us talking?
It's a two-way street here. Yeah,
Perfect.
they've got the I forget what they call, not IMF, whatever the thing goes in your ear.
Maybe we should have a draw where we can talk back and forth with them and they can talk to us. Have we talked about that
Didn't
yet?
we have that? What? Or they used to have that where
Rock
you
Talk.
did rock talk.
Rock Talk, yeah, but like during
Don't
the
remember
entire
when Joe
game.
did that? When Joe Franz was playing third first, he went on Rock Talk and he's like,
Did not know where he was.
threw two right up his ass. He's like, what happened that end?
Missed four shots in a row. And we said,
That's it.
said after the game,
That's it.
Sportsnet, Joe Franz is never allowed to rock talk.
Oh,
again.
he was so lost. I did Rock Talk once. It's true though. Like you don't know what's going on in the game. Dear God, like where are we?
I do. We have talked about, what about some on-ice in-game interviews? Maybe not at the Players' Championship in the final, but at certain points, if we had somebody that kind of could feel it out and ask them, even almost during ends when the team's not shooting.
Sure.
You know, like Ian McMillan, tell me about Dunny's intern here. What are the chances he's going to miss this shot?
The Sheriff looking to. Oh, will it stick? Oh, that's interesting.
A lot of yellows.
Oh, a lot of that yellow one sticking around's big. Right around everything.
He has to, I think.
Because then I think if he does, even if he leaves him a short run back, I don't think he can stick that shooter for the deuce. So
he doesn't have the double.
Yeah, don't want to be top four here and red double for three. Johnny doesn't seem too concerned. This intern, he'll get some curl. There's lots of curl to the center. That hasn't been a problem. You had some trouble maybe getting around the corner guards and chasing around the corner guards, Carrie?
Yeah, it's like climbing a hill
A little bit, right?
Yeah, right on the edge of the 8-foot. It's just like climbing.
We watched the game this afternoon. This was curling hard on this side too.
Was this the sheet we watched?
Yeah, this is the sheet. Yeah.
I played on A at 11:30.
We're on B.
Yeah,
This
is
we're on B.
I was C again, looking at Holman's game. There's so many reds
You
in
and
there.
John, you and John are lost over there.
It's because it's right in front of me.
Big Holman fans over here.
I'm with you, Carrie. This looks a little hot though, eh?
Oh.
God, they're now even calling straight and curl on
absolutely, Sabo.
Wow.
Ouch.
It picked?
Oh, it picked now.
Still line 3 though. I think there's a pick for 3, isn't there?
Yep.
Yikes.
Pick the red for 3 banger.
No, it's hard to pick that, not jam it anyway.
Yeah,
come on, Maddie. You can make
you can do that.
You're the sheriff.
Are you kidding?
Oh, Danny.
Boo.
Yeah,
Can we get
To
up
me,
a
that
boo?
doesn't look like that jams
This
at all.
is where people should be booing out on the stands right now.
EJ's not sold. I
Yeah,
ain't
you're
leaving.
just like, come on.
Guys, it's
Worst
a
case
third
here.
of the rock.
I don't even think you could not jam. I don't even know if you could not jam that because you
You
can
might
only
not see enough.
I don't think it goes over top easy.
EJ's trying to be polite. I don't mind this, but I don't think it jams.
What? One more year with EJ on this team, and he lies down and says, "You have to throw this shot."
We're gonna look at it.
Oh,
We're gonna have a
they're-
look.
They're going back.
There it
He
is.
convinced him.
Oh, got him, EJ.
The couch.
Nice job.
The couch prevailed.
Nice. Yeah.
Hit it as thick as possible.
No,
Thick as
You hit a
possible.
quarter stone.
Just hit it.
Just hit it.
Yeah.
If you hit the red, it's got to be 99% of the time.
Yeah.
Like to jam it dead, jam it on the back one. That's
That is still over top. Yeah.
pretty tough.
Okay.
Quarter stone, and you have about an inch margin of error either way.
Yeah.
This is how front end players get cut, though. Change of Skip's mind and he misses.
Yeah, good point.
That's what's been happening all year in Canada.
Yeah, this is how legends are made too, though, Langer. Okay?
Absolutely.
It's a thin
Risk
thin line.
reward. Risk reward. Very uncharacteristic miss from Epping, especially having thrown the draw of the button and
Maybe got caught in that, as you said, a few stones there, and it got pretty quick.
And he was
that
worried
the same
about being
spot you
top
drew
8.
in too?
No, it's coming home. Outturn.
Same quick spot.
Yep.
You got hit on.
She fast.
Final stone, first end. Pick for 3 for the Sheriff. See what he's got.
Do it for the couch.
Does this count as a peel for the Bananas?
I thought I heard a uh-oh.
Whoa, clean! Straight! Clean!
Clean.
Oh, yeah.
Don't burn it.
Too easy.
Easy
Great
one.
call, EJ. MVP again in the front end. That's the first end. 3-0. That's unfortunate for Team Epping fans, but
How does Gushu cut him? Like, look at him.
right? Does it all.
Wow.
Quick break. We'll come back for the second end action.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at GSOCtickets.com. Let's rock.
We're back for Team Dunstone, jumping out 3-0 in what is a big game for them. And we'll keep watching that Mowat-Hostley game as well. Mowat took one in the first, but it was a steal on Hostley. So a Dunstone win and a Hostley loss. We're sticking with that, puts Dunstone in and Hostley out, and no men's tiebreakers, which really makes our commentary schedule tomorrow a lot simpler.
And what happens if is Epping locked up first place, win or lose?
Well, I put my foot in my mouth for the 907th time this morning and said if you win your pool, you get the bye, and that's not the case. Used to be, though,
top
right?
2 overall.
Yeah, top 2 overall. So
interesting. I didn't know that either.
It used to be the winner of the pool, right? I'm not crazy.
No, it used to be winner of pool,
yeah,
which I still think is.
I still think it should be too.
Should be.
We can fix that, Johnny. We know people. But
who's in charge of the rules?
Oh, Pierre Shred, obviously.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course, and his committee.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should talk to him and his committee. Who's on his committee? Who's the lead of the committee?
I don't specifically recall any names.
Okay. Well, we should talk to that person.
But we know people. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, if John wins, he's in the semis. If he loses, he's in the quarters.
Okay.
Okay.
Because the draw, it would just be draw off if there's a 2-4-1 teams.
Yeah, and he said his shootout wasn't very good, and they didn't have a good one here, so it didn't get any better for sure. So I'm going to trust Epping knows. He's the one who corrected my rules mistake on air, because I thought Dunstone losing to McEwen this morning, like John's already won his pool, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's just overall.
Never needs to curl.
That same thing.
Never needs to curl.
Your corner against McEwen.
So then that would mean if Mowat wins, he's probably straight through, and then Schwaller would be the 2 buys from the same pool. Damn internationals coming into our country and taking our money.
You know what? I thought they were going to make a rule like the first couple of years of the slams. They said no international teams.
Stoughton always campaigned for, we got to stop making these teams better. Stop inviting them to our spiels. It's like, these are international spiels, Jeff.
So you know what? They're going to kick us out of our own slams.
Yeah.
Be no Canadian teams soon.
No more internationals on the PGA Tour. Only Americans.
Yeah, I like it.
So Sav, congrats are in order. I know, and I'm sure you guys talked about this last game, but
not enough.
Craig just qualified with Czechia, the Czech Republic.
Did you say Chechnya?
Isn't it?
Czechia.
Tomato. And yeah, you're going to the Olympics, buddy. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
congrats,
sweet.
bud.
Thank you.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Sorry it's in such a shitty place like Italy.
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
You don't like red wine or pasta,
I hate
do you?
red wine and pizza. That's too bad. Yeah. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. The guys played really well. Finally listened to me in the last couple of years, and look what happened, eh?
I asked him earlier what percentage is because of him, and I asked him to be honest. And I said it.
You
It's
Savile this or the Czech
No,
guys?
Savile. I don't know the Czech guys yet. They're probably watching. They should be. It's part of Craig's contract. They got to listen when he talks.
100%. It's in the middle of the night right now for him, but I got this taped, and I'll send it to him.
I figured it was between 80% and 100% Savile. Makes sense, right?
That's what Savile said, right?
He just kind of agreed.
7.5.
Oh yeah, the guys played really well, and we had a little help, and all the right games happened at the right time for us. So, yeah.
6-6 in that field's pretty solid. Johnny, you were out there. Seemed like a good atmosphere, and
wow, the Moose Jaw was rocking.
Yeah.
They sure did a great job at that Worlds.
It's good.
Yeah, packed crowd, and like the field is so tough. The Worlds now, not like when we went, Morris. It's like it's what medal are you gonna get now? It's you're searching for a medal.
Yeah, it's come a long way, which is, you know what, it's good to see.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
9-5.
Never happened.
So what's the plan from now till then, Sav? I mean, it's one thing to qualify. Now you got to go and make some noise.
Well, the second hard part was trying to find some tickets and accommodations for the family.
Oh, because
so that's what I'm working on right now.
Them to make it.
So it's panic time right now. No, so yeah, we're working on a schedule for next year, and actually another one of their goals when I first got with these guys 5 years ago, their goal was to get to the Olympics and qualify for a slam, and they did both this year. So they're in a couple slams next year, tier 2, which is good for them. And
that timing was nice. The new announcement, with some extra tier 2s.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who we have to.
That was mostly Johnny Mo.
Thank you, Johnny Mo, for that. Appreciate that. Good timing. So yeah, we're planning on those events, and then the rest of the year, and then we got to figure out what to do after Christmas and some training camps before heading over to Italy. So yeah, it's lots of fun stuff to plan. That's for sure.
Great shot there. Nice
Pretty good curling shot. Yeah. Interesting about Team Epping here, and I don't know the backstory, but Tanner throwing second was always the skip, and Jake played third for him, and brotherly love. I'm sure it was an honest and open conversation, and it was probably something as simple as, only way I'm playing on this team is if you're playing second there, big boy. That's my guess, but I made that up. But it's worked out extremely well, and John and Jake work really well together, and Tanner's one of the best brushers in the world now, so.
Yeah. Play to your strengths, eh?
Absolutely.
What? How much am I hitting? 3/4? In 3/4.
Colton Lott, is he the most, I know not us curlers that know him, but most underrated curler out there?
Absolutely.
Could be. He is money. Isn't he?
Freaking real.
I've played him in mixed doubles for the last 8 years.
I hated playing him in mixed doubles.
He's an unreal player.
If I'm a youngest.
Did you guys get him, or did he make a good one?
Well, he made something.
He made
half decent.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he'll take
20-foot double.
Yeah,
but if I'm a young skip, I'd be searching for him. If I'm Dunstone, I'd be holding on to him tight.
Yeah, I was glad that they decided to move him back up to third. That's his natural position, and I've grown up with Colton, and we live in the same area, and this year we've actually practiced quite a bit together.
He's from the Gimli area.
Yeah. Originally from Winnipeg Beach, and we both curl at Gimli, so we have thrown a lot together this season. And
on his dad's ice? Isn't his dad's an ice maker, right?
Yes, he is, but he doesn't do the ice in Gimli.
Okay.
We're working on getting him to Gimli.
Is his dad any good at making ice?
He's actually really good. Yeah.
He's a good curler, too. He's at the Canadian Seniors last season.
And he won this year.
Slides pretty much like Colton.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
Oh, yeah.
How can you?
He's a bigger, older version of Colton's slide.
You can slide like that as a senior?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
if you're born in Manitoba.
I guess so. Yeah, you have to. What else are you going to do?
The Manitoba Tech.
Just did that thing where you loosened up and forgot to. 3/4? Okay. Like you're throwing peel at that?
Morris, can you still slide?
If I'm throwing so,
I've thrown, actually, I haven't thrown any rocks this year.
Are you going to use a stick in Nashville?
Oh, I may. I brought my gear. I think I'm throwing a few rocks there.
Glenn's skipping, can't throw, and Johnny's throwing for Cliffy.
Oh, come on.
We just let the cat out of the bag. The biggest surprise of the whole week. But no, that's a true story.
Carter Rycroft's going to be there, and he hasn't thrown in, I think, 8 or 10 years. So.
He's probably still got it.
Oh, that hit the guard.
Wow.
Fortunate to still hit one. No, Carter played in that Banff spiel with Team Cooey, the COVID Banff spiel. And he's still got it. He said it was hard on the body, but kind of like Fife. He can't sweep. His broom bounces. It's really strange to see it.
He doesn't get a lot of pressure on that.
No, it's just he can totally slide. He slides the exact same. Carter still looks the exact same.
Still looks 20?
Yeah, kind of.
Jesus.
A little less hair, but looks exactly the same. But yeah, the sweeping leaves, I guess, if you don't do it regularly.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. I sweep on Wednesday nights, and I'm still got it.
Well,
I'm not going to lie to you.
You're different. I mean,
natural, though.
Yeah.
Natural. Natural-born scrubber.
Are you curling back in Ottawa, Sab?
Yeah.
Where, at the Manitic?
Wednesday nights in Ottawa.
Who's on that squad?
I got Bowser, Jess, and Nick Catazzoni.
Oh, you got the whole roster
Bowie.
back at it.
Yeah.
You should recruit TJ to be your 5th.
I played a spiel with TJ.
This year?
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh. Drank ourselves out of the spiel, though.
Yeah, that'll happen with the pressure.
Make the playoffs, we end up at his house. drinking with his son.
In the pool table downstairs?
With pool tables.
How old's his son? Like 6?
No.
I'm not
20.
sure.
Okay.
Simon's a beauty.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Oh, he was loving like having some drinks with us down in the basement. Might have drank it ourselves out of the spiel.
I've heard that
Didn't come
before.
to play on Sunday. Good times though.
Somebody said that to John Morris one time in Boston. What's that guy's name that was from Sweden? Ragnar Camp.
Oh,
Is that his
yeah. Are
name?
we going to talk about the peanut butter slide here?
I think
It came up earlier because Craig said he was going to streak, but we can talk about it. It's a great curling story.
That's a good one, Morris. You should probably
Should we
tell
do
that.
that?
Yeah, I think
That's
you
a good
should.
one.
Should we wait till the next end? Because that's probably
Yeah, it might be a long one.
4-minute story.
What's going on this end anyway? It looks like a deuce for Epping, eh?
Looking that way.
Trying to hit and roll. Is he trying to save both or just hard and roll behind the corner?
He's trying to save both, I believe. Throwing like about 9.5, so I think he's trying to kiss both the yellow
Get them both
over and,
buried.
like,
What about nose?
No, that's
Nose, and then that's a pretty tough. Oh, my bad.
You know who what color is?
What team?
Yeah. Sorry.
Are you back on Homan's team here?
I'm like,
He's thinking about peanut butter.
thought they were red for a sec, guys. Yeah, this looks like a half stone with board.
Yeah.
I'll renege that one.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Sounds made.
Yes.
Whoops.
Oh,
That grab?
it's that spot. That
There's a spot
just,
right there?
like, kinda
Oh, Billy.
turns. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get it
Didn't
out.
get out.
So as John accidentally said, nose was
nose,
better with
right?
firm.
That's not a great shot, John.
Hit it right, threw the wrong weight. Got a little greedy. I think if you did nose that or just peel it out of there, it's probably
I
just
think
a
just
deuce.
giving up 2 is better
Yeah,
than
you play that
this.
with firm weight, and then you're buried behind that corner. And
Yeah.
11. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you had to play it that cute to save that back one.
So what's that? There's a little spot right there that just like
Yeah, there's
jumps?
a spot there. Even yesterday, it kind of would just take a jump if it was a fresh path.
Right.
So if you measured a scraper blade and it was going down center line, would it be right at the edge of those scraper blades?
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me.
Thanks for dumbing it down.
Drinking and scraping, eh?
Yeah.
Goddamn John Wall.
It's a long week.
Yeah.
Long season.
He's got his kid here with him
Yeah,
this week, so who
exactly.
knows?
Tiring
Might
him
be on
out.
his back.
Well, and the alarm in the hotel went off.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
awesome, eh?
So who was that last night? That must be one of the players.
Oh,
I
for
don't
sure it
think so.
was.
Stupid.
Shit, I took a sleeping pill at like 12. So at 1:30, I was like a noodle walking down. I was like, what is happening? Like, I felt like wasted. The girls were like, Mom, are you okay? I was like, you might have to help me up the stairs.
You actually
So-
left did you leave
Yeah.
the room? Oh,
Oh,
I wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, I've been through enough false alarms. And
Yeah.
So I like went outside a few times, like just outside the door, and then like I couldn't hear the announcements, and I just went back to sleep and woke up in the morning, and my wife turns to me, she says, maybe we should like reconfigure like how we deal with this with our family, because it could have burnt down and we'd be sleeping through it all. I'm like, there's a bunch of curlers here.
You deal with you, and she deals with the family. Isn't that the agreement?
That's what I thought it was.
So Johnny said overroll, if anything. That was the kind of, not anger. That's about as angry as John Epping gets, but left a
This
double here.
looks tough. Like, he's only got a
hard.
third of that stone, and I think it's a half stone double, isn't it? Oh, I think if he papers the front one.
Yeah, he's got it.
Couldn't
But-
possibly touch the top with peel and not hit anything, could he?
Colton did it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Almost.
if he does what Colton does here,
That
that could
would
be a
be-
3.
4?
Well, he'd shave that one out.
Well, that's what we were saying. Can you do that without removing it?
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
210, 210. Good call, Johnny.
We got a ball game here.
Threes are wild out here.
Race to 9. Who's calling it?
Looks
Yeah,
like it.
Race to 9.
Yeah.
I don't think they're both going to get to 12. Like, I don't think it's
You
going
don't
to
think
just
it's not going to
trading
go 3,
threes,
3,
but
3, 3?
somebody will probably not get a 3 at one point. No, I'm not going to say for sure.
A 4?
Maybe a 4, yeah. Open draw to the rings to wrap up the second end. I know everybody's tuning in, called their friends to tune in for the third to hear the peanut butter slide story. That sounds like a good one to me.
I don't think we've ever told it live, have we? Well,
not recorded.
air.
Not recorded. Told it live a few times.
Go in the history books here.
Crowd should love this. John's definitely the hometown favorite here.
Yeah, this will get everyone back in it.
They can start clapping any time. I think it's going to stop. There they are. Tie game after a wild 30 minutes in first 2 ends. So yeah, it is quick, like Carrie said, but we'll take a quick break and come back for the peanut butter slide.
Every day you go new places. A small change in how you do things, or moving your things to a whole new town, or many things to many towns all at once. No matter how small the move, it can be a big leap from where you are now. You've got it in you to go new places. So do we. We go there every day. We're here to help you move to places on the map, in the mind, in the heart, or all three.
Go new places with AMJ Campbell. Contact us at 888-AMJ-MOVE or amjcampbell.com.
Back to the Canadian battle. Team Epping, Team Dunstone tied at 3 after 2, and the trend continues from the AMJ Players Championship this week. There's been a lot of crooked numbers hanging on the board and a lot of kind of frustration to go around for all of the teams. Lucky for us, Carrie had to deal with a lot of frustration, so she's here and free-rolling, not worried about ending her next game at the moment.
She's freewheeling.
Nope, I'm done for the year.
Finally,
Actually, no,
eh?
Nashville.
Look out, Toronto.
Nashville, yeah.
One more.
We got Nashville.
That should be a low-stress event.
Yeah.
Take a lot of endurance, but it's going to be low stress.
I can booze and curl. I'm good at that.
So without
do you have any family coming to that one?
Kyle's coming.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
He seems like he might enjoy Nashville.
Oh, God. I gave him the talk.
Already? the talk.
Well, last night he had to spend the night in his brother's room because he wanted to stay out drinking, and I said, I still have to curl. So I kicked him out.
Fair enough. Wow.
We all evacuated. Kyle was still up in the room with Mitch, and girls are like, where's Dad? I was like, no.
He's winning again.
He's bonspieling.
How'd you get this by?
Without going down the rabbit hole, Carrie, it's been a long year for you, I'm sure, in a lot of ways.
Yeah. It's definitely been a challenging year, going through gazillion spares. You know, I could create 2 teams for how many spares I've used.
So everyone wants to know, because right now you have like a 9-person team. Who's on the team next year?
Oh, we eliminated 1. So.
Okay.
Well, we're going to go with the lineup that we have right now, and Shannon's going to be back in. We'll see how her knee does after she has baby and see how things go. And
So just a baby and a knee she has to recover from?
Yeah, right.
That's a couple weeks, right?
Poor girl. I feel so bad for her, but she's been so supportive, and we've supported her through all of this. And I know it's been a struggle for her, and she wants to be out here with us so badly, and definitely miss her and having her. So, wait for her to have baby, and then hopefully we'll hit the ice again in July with her and see where her knee's at, and hopefully it's good to go for our training camp in August. So she's hoping to be back and ready to roll.
Nice. Have her call her her first Scotties championship skip. She went through knee surgery and a baby all the same year.
Right.
Can't be that hard if Jen can do it. Different knee injury by the sounds of it, but yeah, all the best to Shannon. Hopefully she's back and back to her normal self before the start of the season.
Yeah, I think they have some things lined up for her to rehab it and everything after baby that she can't really do while she's pregnant. So, it's looking promising, and we'll keep crossing our
Nice to
fingers.
see Birch back in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need her in the game.
I know. She's awesome. She's a great teammate.
Yeah, and brings a lot to your team too, right? With sweeping and some strategy and everything,
for sure.
and off ice as well.
Yeah, I lean on her quite a bit, and so does Val. So to have her back on the team, it'll just make things a lot easier.
And you know what? The Canadian women's program needs you guys, because who else is going to challenge Homan right now? Like they feel like
fair question.
They're so far ahead right now.
Oh, for sure. And I know we've given her a run a few times, and But yeah, if we have Shannon back in the lineup, I think can give her even more of a run. So yeah, definitely looking forward
So
to it.
are you predicting then the trials that you win it at best out of 3, you win 2 out of 3, or do you win 2 straight up?
Oh, you can't put the pressure on me.
No, just call your shot here, Carrie. That's what we're here for.
Well,
no,
knowing me, I like the drama, so I'll probably go last game.
But you know what the beauty of the trials is? There's always like some teams that sneak up and the Scotties and the Briar that, you know, they just start performing well that week, and I'm sure that will happen this
There's
year.
usually
as
a
well.
2013 Team Howard too that comes in hot and just shits the bed.
Yeah, there's that too, right? Dear God.
Yeah, definitely. There's going to be some great teams in that event, so we know we're going to have to play well.
I think we're there.
What do you think of the new best of 3 format?
I'll tell you if I win or lose.
If you win the first one, you're like, oh, this is stupid.
I'll tell you in about 6 months.
Results based over here, yeah.
2.
I don't know. It could be good, but it could be bad. I don't know. But
I mean, I wish I had that in 2009 because we definitely beat Martin in 2 games straight.
Oh, that would have been fun to lose twice in a row. What is the rationale? Does anybody know? Like, what's the reasoning behind it?
I think it more guarantees your best team going, if I was to put it frankly.
Yeah.
So, Carrie, is this another Rachel Holman rule?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
Well, I know that like Dave Murdoch's in charge of our performance. Did they do that? Is that something they use in Scotland?
Probably not, because if you win, doesn't even mean you're going. So
Yeah,
who gives a
right?
shit?
Yeah, they might
That's
even have best
true.
of 5 in Scotland.
Yeah, and then you
But
choose
yeah.
whoever you want.
Lot of like international countries are doing that.
Or this shot.
Yeah.
Wait, please.
Still watching the Holman game. Eh? Once an Ottawa kid, always an Ottawa kid.
It is right in front of us, Carrie.
Yeah, it's
It
true.
is, yes.
On our sheet, though, big shot here for EJ, trying to peel a guard with hack weight and roll in the rings.
Peel.
Yeah, it's good.
Watch the bananas.
Oh, no, they're going to say split.
They won't. Yeah, that would be good too. They're not as quick as you, Carrie.
No, they didn't get it.
They're all asking if that was supposed to happen or not.
Yeah.
Unsure.
Good shot there,
That was
but
a good shot.
this is
10.5.
looking like a force still. We've run out of time for the peanut butter slide. We got to wait for an open
Yeah.
end.
Wait for N4.
But you don't get open ends with Dunstone Epping, so we're just going to have to
Okay.
kick off.
You
for
might
this.
just have to do it.
Let's do it.
It's not
All right.
even that.
Yeah.
Building it up too much.
Year was 2000 and
Something.
early 2000s. Langer and I were at Laurier.
So yeah, early 2000s.
We were young up and coming junior team. I think we were just out of juniors.
Just out of
First few
Just
years
out
of
of
men's.
juniors, yeah.
And we thought we'd play in the Boston Broomstones Curling Club men's spiel for about $5,000 US. And so more of a B spiel, but I heard it was a good time. And we rent our friends the Allens rent a Winnebago, and we drive this Winnebago down from Toronto down to Boston, and we decide to all 8 of us sleep in the parking lot of the curling club because we can't afford a hotel.
Every good story starts with a Winnebago.
And we wanted to save. We didn't want to.
I got another one.
We didn't want to spend any money on hotels. We wanted to save our money for the beer that weekend. So anyhow, but there was a wild card.
Johnny brought a +1.
There was. I had a roommate at the time, Jay Waples, and he was crazy. And he said right before we left, he's like, Johnny, I've never been to a curling tour event. He goes, can I just tag along and hang out? And I'm thinking, like, you know what?
Lots of room in the Winnebago.
Yeah, probably should have thought that one through, but so yeah, we brought this guy named Waples, and he was a wild card. And anyhow, so we somehow we're in the semis, we lose the semis, and the finals was our friends from Toronto playing a local team, Ragnar Camp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of Boston, and there was probably 150 fans at the game, and they were pretty serious fans, and they were cheering for the U.S. And about halfway through the game, Waples comes up and he goes, Johnny, has there ever been a streaker in curling? And I'm like, no, now's your chance, Waples, if you want to make yourself famous. Not thinking it was, thinking at the time, this might go over pretty well, streaker in the final. If it was here, everyone would be giving him a standing ovation, like Peter's
play of the night.
Sure. So we're kind of egging him, yeah, sure, do it. And he goes, so what we didn't know is that not only did he streak, but he went to the kitchen at the curling club and throws a tablespoon of peanut butter on his rear end. And so all of a sudden he goes out there and he's streaking, and halfway through streaking on the ice, he runs and falls on his butt and slides. And it looks like there's a big shit stain on the ice for like 15 feet. And so we're watching this and we're like, holy smokes, this is
awesome.
Awesome. But at the same time, like, we were not getting that response from the crowd.
Yeah. No.
And not only that, the team in the final from Boston was not. I think the ice.
Oh, they were up too.
They were up 4-0.
They were up. That was the point too.
They were up 4-0. They were not happy. I think one of the guys was the ice maker. Oh, no. And they call a full-on like timeout. They're scraping this off the ice, and I'm like, ooh, this did not go over as planned. So anyhow, they end up. The Canadians come back and win the game.
They were so rattled.
And we get a letter in the mail about a couple weeks later, because we didn't have cell phones at the time.
Yeah. That's how old we are. We got a letter in the mail,
A
Gary.
letter in the mail from the Broomstones Curling Club.
2 weeks later.
Thank you for your support for our event. Unfortunately, you're not invited back for the next 5 years.
Banned.
We've been banned from the so.
For 5
First
years.
ever, we got banned from the event. No one's ever heard or seen Waples before again. I'm sure the story goes now it was me that did the slide.
Yeah. Well, at some point it was. Yeah, it was one of us, and it's like, no chance.
So that's the peanut butter slide. Yeah,
This is a great day in curling history. My curling history,
God,
anyway.
That's so good. I've heard that story about 20 times, and it's still good.
Where's he now? We should go streak over here.
Somebody should do it.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen a
butter.
streaker in curling?
No.
I've seen one.
Ask Waldo. Maybe Waldo will do it.
I bet if any of those, if we got a chance to be one of those peelers.
Yeah.
Right on the edge. It's right where you guys see those peels.
They did one in Alberta Provincials once.
Did they?
Yeah. We were playing in Furby, packed house, and one of Furby's fans streaked.
Patty Mac?
Oh my
No,
God.
Wasn't Patty Mac?
Patty Mac. But the crowd goes crazy. It was awesome. It was like kind of what you'd expect from an
Alberta crowd.
Yeah. That's the only other time I've seen it.
Well, there's my wife and kids just coming down. Maybe they'd appreciate me streaking across.
I've heard a lot of daddy stories, but I've never seen one live.
Savil's thrown a couple stones naked before.
I've heard that.
What?
Maybe at that same curling club.
Oh, yes.
With in your socks?
Yeah.
We
went late night.
One-on-one with Jay Allen?
Somehow the clothes came off, and we're throwing rocks. Jay Allen.
We did a naked draw the button in our socks.
Oh my God, that'd be so
Hey, we got a blank end in the game. Perfect timing for the story. Nothing was going on there. And
there you go.
Blank in 3. We'll be back right after this for the fourth end action.
Rio Mare. Great taste needs little. Prime quality tuna and selected olive oil. Rio Mare, the real taste of Italy.
Yeah. And Brent will ask you questions. So is this the game we're doing?
We are live.
Lights tight. We're going high.
Okay. You had better weight than that. So Alright.
Full weight. Line's great. Little rope. Top 8. No, line's good.
Top 8. Top 12.
Line's great. Top 8. Just bite the 8 here. Just biting 8. Line's perfect. Doesn't need to curl ever. High as you can on this line.
And then it's going to be different. It's a little bit bigger. Have you been to the mall here yet?
No.
Oh, it's you going to Eaton Center? Oh, goodness. Wear some nice walking shoes. Looks like you got some good kicks on. It's lots of walking, but.
No, it's far. And then we're going to go to the museum, right?
Yeah, and we're going to go swimming.
Nice.
And they went swimming earlier, too.
And we're going to try to get you in the pool.
No way.
Yeah, Dad's the one that always swims probably, right?
No.
No, Dad, no?
He came
We just watched.
Set the ground rules early. I'm the one that gets suckered into the swimming with
Unless
the girls.
I have a water slide, I'll do that. But if it's just floating
Today,
around.
Dad came in.
Yeah, Kyle came in today.
Just looking to make up for last night, I heard. Is that true?
Yeah.
So you girls curling in Winnipeg yet? Or in Gimli? Do you curl yet?
Yes.
And? Love it?
Yes.
And how old are you?
11.
11? Awesome.
Yeah, tell them about your spiel.
Oh, which one?
Well, tell them about all of them. With the one Steinbach, how'd you guys do?
We got bronze.
Nice.
Bronze runs in the family.
Yeah. Hey, it's better than fourth.
That's true.
Trust me.
And then we had a Gimli fun spiel. We got tied for second, but our
Nice.
draw to
Tied
the
for first.
Or tied for first, but our draw to the button was terrible.
Oh.
So we got second.
Get used to that. You got to get good at that draw of the button, whether you love it or hate it.
Yeah.
Which game have you been watching tonight, girls?
I've been watching all of them.
Okay. So tell me who's going to win at least two of them. Who are you picking?
Oh, I want Mowat to win.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. And
Tirinzoni or Hasselberg. That's a tight one, too. That's two
that one's
heavyweights.
I don't know. I don't know who'd win.
That's a 50-50, I agree.
Well, who would you want to win?
Who would I want to win?
Yeah.
That was one of them I didn't know. Which one I wanted to win.
Don't like either of them. I gotcha. You didn't say that. How about Epping or Dunstone? Well, Dunstone's Manitoba, so it's okay if you say that.
Probably Dunstone.
That's fair. That's fair. And then Kim and Homan? You can't cheer for Homan. Your mom's right beside you.
Kim. I'm cheering for Kim.
I got to tell you, girls, I didn't have to. I was kind of cheering for Homan this year for the first time, and it didn't feel good. I didn't like it.
Even with your wife coaching?
Yeah, well, it's still just, it was weird. And Bella said the same thing, and Skyla, and it's just after all these years of, watching Jen compete against them, and then it's like, now you want me to cheer for them? It doesn't feel right. Nothing against them personally, but
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Another interesting start to the end here, Carrie.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Double the live 3.
Could be another 3-under coming.
Seems like that's the way of every end.
Right?
Somebody's in huge trouble, but you don't want to look too good too early because almost every end turns around, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that one shot, you just missed by an inch. I missed by an inch a couple times this week, and it's turned out badly.
Doesn't work in a field like this, right?
No. You have to be absolutely perfect every single time. Not like a toaster skills I would play in. Curled with the girls a couple weeks ago, too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
The ladies' sponsor in
Yeah.
Gimli.
Yeah,
Is it
that.
close?
Lost it.
Oh. It's been curling a lot.
Yeah, a lot
Realize that.
of the misses have been over curls, especially to the center. So what, is it the Gimli Curling Club where you play?
Yes.
And 4-sheeter?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, 5.
5.
Yeah. 5 sheets there, and
Team Homan did something. They like Homan better than John Epping. This is John Epping's city. What's going on here?
yeah.
Unfair.
Well, they made that walk. Sarah carved that. It just walked over.
Oh, wow.
I know that spot kind of catches there, but that curled a lot to even over curl it.
That puts Homan up 3-2 against Team Kim. Homan wins, I would imagine, gets the bye to the semifinals.
Yeah, it depends. What's Tirinzoni at?
Hasselberg, Tirinzoni. Now you're going to make me do research.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, we need a research team.
I think Hasselberg is 4-0.
Chloe, how's your research skills?
Okay.
Okay.
Not best. Mine's not very good.
You just got to be right about half the time. So Hasselberg's 4-0, Tirinzoni's 3-1. So if Hasselberg wins, they're definitely through. Kim is 4-0, so if they win, there's a lot of ifs.
Yeah.
I would say the two, it depends on their shootout average. Two winners of those games are going to get through if these shootout averages are right. So those are two. Is that who's playing? Kim plays Holman, right?
Yeah.
And Hasselberg, Tirinzoni. Yeah, those are the two. That's awesome. At least there's two games that you know if we win, we're in the semis.
Yeah.
And I could be wrong, but I think I'm right.
I think you're right.
Have you thrown any rocks out here? Did you bring your curling stuff with you?
No.
No?
I know, I was going to get them too.
Probably could sneak them out. Even play some short game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Bella out there? Is Bella
She hasn't. Yeah, she's curling. Yeah, this year she played a couple of days a week and she was in school in Winnipeg this year, so lots more curling opportunities in Winnipeg.
Oh, good. Yeah, there's a lot.
So
A lot of programs that
played
Jill
at the
does a good
Heather,
job.
played at the St. Vital, of course. And then, what was the third one? The Rouge, maybe? Fort Rouge?
Oh, okay.
But yeah, loved it. She played in one Bonspiel. They got third. Got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah. We saw her at the curling thing, like the little push one
up
over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we saw her.
She was playing with Amelia, Victor and Jen Shell's daughter,
Yes.
probably. Yeah, yeah.
They got a new guinea pig.
Another one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Name is Sammy.
Sammy.
And Honey. Or no, yeah, Sammy and Honey, I think.
Oh.
Amelia did, or who did?
Yeah, me.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
We have two.
Victor must be thrilled.
These two have two.
You have two guinea
and-
pigs?
Yeah. What are
their
their
names?
Gus and Harry.
Gus and Harry, those are good names.
Yeah, I went old school names. I'm like, girls,
Those
gotta
are
pick
good.
something old school.
Yeah.
Easy to spell
Yeah.
for their birthday cards and stuff. It is hard to see from here.
I know.
It is. I can't see over. I'm too short to see over the table.
But the couch is comfortable, right?
Yep.
Couch is comfy.
Yeah, give and take.
Yeah.
I can just, like, if you look down here, you can
Hard! Try and get it in over this feet. Try and get it over this one. Hard!
This is really going back to a game
Oh,
of
wow.
misses. Got it there over the 8, like he said, but
Curling's hard.
it does look hard this week. I will admit, I will agree.
Oh, man.
It looks harder this week.
I look at Val, I was like, I didn't think I threw it that bad. She's like, you didn't.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks like I can't curl.
So chance here, Colton Lott from Gimli. Right, girls? We cheer for Colton, hometown hero.
Yeah.
Back-to-back Canadian mixed doubles curling champion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know Kadriana as well, his wife? I'm sure you do.
She works with my grandma.
Does she?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
We curled with her just before she went to mixed doubles.
Yeah.
She spared for Cameron because Cameron wasn't feeling well. So she played with me and Colton's mom and Chloe. So, yeah, we tuned her up for the mix.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah, so-
Appreciate it. Actually, we beat them somehow, but it didn't matter. They didn't lose any other games, so
Yeah.
nobody can make the draw of the button here. That's clear. They're over curl, over curl, over curl, and but
This spot seems to be curling more than yesterday. Because I was taking like edge of 4 to get to right where that red one is. So it seems to be moving more.
Yeah.
This is one that, like Jake said, I know it's, there's not really any room for error, but it was one we just have to make it. Got to roll right under here, but not too far.
Yeah, you got to make sure you get under. Nose is not good. Do you ever play the freeze?
I don't know. What about the guard? I know it sucks, but
Yeah.
at least she'll have a bunch of center guards if it goes wrong.
Right.
Whoa! Curl! Whoa, straight!
Sounds close.
Whoa! Curl! Whoa!
Clean's fine.
Yeah.
That is just
Oh, there we go.
pretty much perfect. Slight
Maybe,
overroll,
yeah, just
but
a slight one, yeah.
oh, Maddie sees something.
Oh, you might be able. I don't know.
Looks like freeze.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to freeze. No, you're not playing a double or a run back.
But then it always hits your
This one always goes for the run back.
I like it. Hey, you got to find your shot early and you got to stick with it.
I know, right?
Dunny's worried about the lineup of these angles. EJ doesn't look very worried though. Cruising in, saying, I'm the reason we got 3 in the first, so I don't have to say anything for the rest of the game.
I always got something. But
Got to know your strengths and your teammates' strengths. That's the moral of the story. So now it's only up 2-1, girls. They look hard to beat, though, don't they?
Yes.
Who's your favorite men's team?
Mowat.
I can't blame you. I like cheering for winners, too.
Right?
I cheer for the winners and I cheer for the Leafs. Those are my two things.
Yep.
The Leafs?
I know, it's my dad's fault. I'm too far down the rabbit hole now.
I cheer for the Rangers.
I cheer
So
for
is
the
that
Jets,
even
too.
worse?
No, they've won in like my lifetime. So I think he's settled back on the draw here, and he's worried about the lineup if he hits that red, yellow kind of combo. But I don't know. That's a lot of rocks to worry about.
Yeah.
Get shot rock. Lots of yellows in there.
Go ahead. Hard line. Line's great. Hard line. Gotta go.
Need to get it there.
You gotta get it to it. You gotta keep going. Keep going.
Can't stop short. Stop short.
Yeah. Oh, just by like.
Probably looking pretty nice.
No, that's.
Yeah, I think just guard.
Johnny's going to need his A++ leg on this one, as he would
Right?
say.
He's going to have to put like the backswing and.
Yeah.
Right now he's barely touching it.
I think it might just move it into the pocket. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
it'll kill anything.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'll throw my 7.5. I like it though, right?
Oh, he's
I'll
trying
throw
it.
my 7.5.
I don't think it's there, but I'm going to throw my bomb. They call it 7.5.
Quite a bit of pressure on.
Good. I want to see what happens here anyway.
I think you need like gunner push on this shot. From the hip.
You can see how we wanna force.
I think you just hit it hard and hope for the best.
Yep.
I can't see the overhead, so I don't. It's going to pull it pretty good because it's coming from such a steep angle. It might just kind of nut on that one top 4 foot and stay there, which would be really good for John if it kills it. Want to kill the one top 8. The second one, he's hitting the red into the yellow. Want to kill that top yellow and then hope it comes back and kills another yellow top button and stays right there. It's complicated.
Oh, here. Just look.
Hard for speed.
Oh. Good shot.
Red shot,
Red
but that
still
didn't
shot.
work at all.
No.
Oh, yeah. That didn't do much.
Had to
Didn't
curl it. I did more.
Didn't hit it thick enough, but also I don't think that was going to work out great. I think you hit and roll away, don't you, Carrie? And risk it, make him make a really tough draw that everybody else seems to be struggling with.
You can make sure you lock it in there though, and then maybe you'll
Then
have
what's he
a
gonna do?
run on your next.
Sounds like you've watched Dunny play before. He loves doing that.
He's made maybe 1 or 2 run backs.
Yeah. I'd be okay with that too. You definitely want to score here.
Yeah.
That's my
Secure
only
your
concern.
point and then
Like Matt said, if we hit and roll away, we can put some pressure on him. He makes a perfect freeze. We're still going to score.
yeah.
But he's getting after it, loading it up. This is what Epping would do. These two and Cooey load it up and make the freezes and play for the big shot more than most.
Yeah.
So freeze is a little tighter ice, though. Maybe he is trying to bump it a little. If
Yeah,
you could
I think
make
he's
the,
trying to nudge it to sit shot.
if you could sit shot and stay kind of right
Yeah.
there, that would
Yeah,
be
that would-
really good.
yeah.
First skip stone for Team Dunstone in the 4th end. Back 4, so that's enough to get shot for sure. Colton's pretty worried. Uh-oh.
On the red.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Holy crap.
That
Did
curled.
ever curl? Oh.
That
That's not
is
bad.
not
It's
bad
not
at all. That worked out for him, Johnny says.
Don't discard.
I'm not worried. I know this is going to go.
Do you ever do top 12?
Yeah, that leaves a short run.
Yeah, maybe a longer guard. Like who's third shot, Carrie?
Looks like red.
Looks like red, right? So it's probably the run's only for 2.
I think it's yellow.
No, it's yellow. Yellow's third.
Red's 4th.
Yeah. But even if you place a run, it's always striking.
It's only for 2, right?
It'd only be for 1, I think.
Maybe, unless he played it soft or something. Yeah. John wants to hit something hard. If there was no guards, he could.
2/3, do you think this goes?
I think 2/3 is a little thin. But like 3/4 is pretty nice. Yeah. I think it's all we have is to throw it really hard.
I don't think that middle yellow one goes anywhere with Epping throwing it.
No. Yeah. Right on the E is good.
John's worried he's got that wide yellow one for 3. So
slash that?
Yeah, real thin. So if he hits it at all, it's definitely 2. Yeah, and you can see a big chunk of it. So
yeah.
Think you got to nose it with Peel.
And hope. Yeah.
He'll lie shot and then leave him a tough out-turn draw, wide draw. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good call.
I don't see anything great. That worked out. Like, it wasn't the shot he called, but kind of did the same thing as the shot he called would have done.
Yeah.
Sure.
Firm weight. I think just trying to nose it, kind of stay in the way of the draw for 2. Needs this top one to go. Final stone for John Epping. Crowd will probably like this one because lots of rocks are going to move.
Oh no.
Good.
That worked.
Yeah. Draw for 2 or
tap.
Yeah.
Tap for 2. The tap can't be easier than the draw, can it? I guess
On
that
this
draw's
side, I
really
think,
warping, right?
Yeah, and you probably have to go out into a quite fresh path, and it's probably going to be at least 4 feet heavier. Or 5 feet.
I'm just throwing like back 4. Yeah, hit a quarter. Back 8. Back 8 hit a quarter. Hit a quarter, yeah.
Back 8 hit a quarter stone instead of wide draw. Like,
You like that? Back 8 hit a quarter.
whatever you're going to make is what you want to play.
Right?
This looks hard. This looks like a
This is like my
the
shot.
Carrie Anderson and the Scotties. This is easier than yours. This one just has to, he just has to hit it thin, and you had to hit it thin to a spot.
Yeah. Just feather it over.
This one he could hit half of it. He could like basically if he moves it, he gets it.
Should. Yeah.
Yeah.
So final stone and a big opportunity to take a 5-3 lead in what I called a race to 9, and I don't know if I'm giving up on that call yet. Matt Dunstone, the sheriff.
There's been a lot of scored points on Dunstone's last 2 games.
It's been entertaining. It was a race to 9 earlier today, and he only got to 8. He learned his lesson, though, I think.
Right now. Line's good. Clean. Clean.
Sounds like they like it.
Yes. Gotta go.
Sounds like
Hard.
it. Looks
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Panic. No, sir. Oh, it got by.
Wow.
Went through that red one.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna hit that red one.
Everybody did. We got to watch a replay, see if they cheated, eh, girls?
Yeah.
That looked like it hit the guard.
guard.
Looks like a deuce for Team Dunstone and a 5-3 lead. Thanks to the Anderson family for stopping by.
Thanks for
Good
stopping in.
Good luck shopping tomorrow. Don't buy that I didn't win enough money from your mom tomorrow. Spend it all. Okay? Get aggressive.
Oh, they brought
All
gift
right.
cards.
Oh, nice.
I didn't bring them.
What? Oh.
Oh, your mom will lend you the money and then don't pay her back.
Yeah. Pay me back.
Thanks, girls. We're going to take a 3 or 4 minute halftime break here, and we'll be back for the second half after this.
Every day you go new places. A small change in how you do things, or moving your things to a whole new town, or many things to many towns, all at once. No matter how small the move, it can be a big leap from where you are now. You've got it in you to go new places. So do we. We go there every day. We're here to help you move to places on the map, in the mind, in the heart, or all three.
Go new places with AMJ Campbell. Contact us at 888-AMJ-MOVE or amjcampbell.com.
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mike's. Eat locally, enjoy casual.
We're back at the old Maple Leaf Gardens. A big deuce by Matt Dunstone has them up 5-3 here. Packed house. We got the. Are we going to break out the emojis?
Oh,
is this
they're
the
coming.
end?
They're coming. They're coming soon.
So we got a new.
We got emojis.
A new member on the couch, Nick Solsky, CEO of the curling group, and I think this is the time to introduce it. We got the banana peelers, but Nick had a great idea. When you score a 2 in curling, it's called, what is it called, Saf?
Shithead?
No,
the poop emoji?
You get a deuce.
A deuce.
A deuce. So
deuce.
If you get a deuce in curling, you get the deuce emoji hat.
Okay, I like it.
Curling that thing.
Well, we're watching the Epdog Dunny game, so I pledge that if there's another 2, I will don this hat for the rest of the commentary.
Okay, I like it.
Oh man, am I cheering for a deuce?
I am really.
Aren't we all cheering for deuces? I mean, especially when you get older, right?
Easy deuces. We're cheering for easy deuces.
I know, right?
Well, no one wants a hard deuce.
Exactly.
No. Brought to you by Metamucil.
Yeah. Hey, we got a new sponsor for the Grand Slam curling.
It's like when I worked at the elderly home and someone went poop, it's like, yay! We were so excited.
I think you do that
Break
at
out the
any
cake.
age, don't you? You just do it a little quieter.
Yeah.
So you must be happy, Nick. We got a full house here tonight, and it's rocking at the old gardens, and you know what a great vibe, you know.
It's amazing. Full house, Pride Night, John Epping with a massive story on the brink in the curling world too, which is pretty exciting. Have you guys already been talking about the scenarios?
No, break it to us.
What is it?
Well, if John wins this event, Brad Gushu no longer has the wild card.
If Epping has to win the entire event.
He wins the event, he gets the third wild card, which means that Brad has to go through the Newfoundland playdowns, which means Jeff Walker and Brendan Botcher either need to move to Newfoundland or
Oh my God! So all of Newfoundland is cheering against Epping first of all, right now.
All of Newfoundland is cheering against John Epping. Well, I mean, John Epping is guaranteed to make the playoffs, so I guess it's safe to say they're rooting against him tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that is big.
It's a big story.
That is a huge story.
Yeah.
So Gushu's going to be watching tomorrow, I'm
sure
guessing,
there's going to
right?
be ways around it.
You think so?
Wait, are you talking about there being some alternative motives within the world of curling Canada?
Listen, when it comes to Gushu and Homan, there is a lot of rules that go underground, 100%.
No, but it's there's underground rules, but the reality is people are talking about this now. And this is the challenge of having actual weird rando rules, like import rules and all that kind of stuff. Like a team is a team is a team is a team.
Yeah.
I don't mind where people live. I mean, Johnny was,
especially if you've played with them for numerous years. Like Jeff's been with Brad for ages, so it's like he's adopted into Newfoundland. Pretty sure.
I think he's even got a Newfie accent by now. That Walker.
Right.
Well, and I just learned Johnny was born in Winnipeg, grew up in Ottawa, lives in Alberta. If you were to re-enter the game, what province would you be able to play for?
He's got so many options.
Manitoba and Alberta for sure.
Seniors don't have that many rules, so he could play it anywhere.
Hey, easy. Is that because I got some grays in this mustache?
That's right.
Is that what you're...
About as much as I have grays on the side of my head, though.
I still got at least 5 years till seniors.
Well, call me when you get there. We'll put a team together.
Maybe we should reunite.
The junior team.
The junior team into seniors.
It is a fantastic mustache, though. For all of you that haven't been able to see it in person, it's spectacular.
Ron Burgundy-esque we were talking about earlier.
It's true.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice shot.
That's good. There might be a deuce
So what's happening tonight, Nick, with Pride Night?
Showing a lot of pride.
Okay.
No, I believe that there is a party afterwards.
Okay.
There's just going to be a lot of fun being had. I think.
Good.
I mean, at the end of the day, sports is an incredible platform to shine a light on diversity and a bunch of, just a bunch of fun. And the reality is, there are a lot of gay athletes in the world, and the most incredible thing about curling is we have two of the most prominent and successful professionally gay athletes, both John Epping and Bruce Mowat. And so it's an incredible way to celebrate diversity, openness. I mean, the reality is curling is an incredible platform just to have a great time. So it's nice just about having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well said.
And let's face it, Pride Night is extra fun because there's loud music, there's extra drinking, and there's flamboyance. Devin, another proudly gay man, is walking around with a leather jacket with leather tassels on it. Now that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That jacket is the equivalent of Johnny Moe's mustache.
He did mention the tassels when he passed by me today.
He's
threw those on.
He's wearing that loud and proud too. It's great to see.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Board.
So what we got going on in the game here, Carrie? Give us a little update. And not Homan Kim game.
I was just watching that again.
Because that's what John was watching, and he has no idea what's going on in the other game.
I was just watching this rock, and it literally took I'm just baffled by this sweeping. I don't know. They're just getting them to warp. So I don't know if it's just the ice is so soft that they're just grabbing now.
Yeah, it's almost like they got it on a bit of a joystick out there tonight.
Yeah. There's a lot of more people in here, so I think the ice temperature must be getting a little warm and soft. So
it's getting hot in here.
So dig up all your clothes.
So hot.
I'm getting ready for karaoke tomorrow night, Carrie.
Oh yes.
Yeah, what are you singing, Carrie?
I'm just the judger.
Are you?
The MC.
I'm the MC.
Nice.
Well, yeah,
MC.
the MC.
Nice.
Yeah. Colton and I got some stuff up our sleeves.
Oh, there's a
my
man.
God.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
The Epping train could be on fire this
Wow.
Well, Maddie's up too. I mean, at the end of the day.
But it's looking like some heat here, Nick.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's in a position to score. He's in position to score 3 here, I would imagine. Yeah.
He's just coming across.
Yeah.
He's in a position right now. A 2 or a 3 is definitely.
Yeah, go around
The
right
deuce
now.
is on
No, no,
the
no.
board.
Yeah. No,
You know
be a
what?
3. Please be a 3.
Yeah, what happens if there's a 3, dude?
Why are we playing
No, no.
ends?
Yeah, right.
Shit, you know what? That would be good.
Right?
If we were playing ends on the
Okay,
couch.
Next
Yeah.
That's
slam,
the slam.
we're gonna have a Friday. We're gonna show the world this game called Ends. One of the
Yeah.
best
Oh, no, no,
drinking games.
I know. Can we not
so
play
good.
ends for the last 2? Is
Well,
it
we need
too
a deck
short?
of cards.
Oh, yeah, we need
Yeah,
a deck
Nick-
of cards.
All right,
Nick,
if
you know-
anybody's listening.
Can we
Yeah.
get a deck of cards? You know
Bring
what you
us
got
a
to
deck
do,
of
Nick?
cards.
Is you get like 2 layers of the couches, so get a few more people here and play ends.
Great idea. We'll do the double-decker couch.
Mine's good.
plus
We got to add that to.
No,
Just
it's
do
in.
straight
No, it's done.
shots.
So if anybody's in the Greater Toronto area with cards, if you can make your way down to the Matamé Center.
We need a deck.
We need a deck of cards.
Pronto.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
Hey, Keisha Court, do you have a deck of cards?
Yep, you gotta go. You gotta go.
our amazing head of partnerships, Keisha Court, walks by. If anyone had a deck of cards in his back pocket, it would be that man right there. No
Oh,
cards.
that's killer.
That was a little deep. That's an
That
name killer.
is like.
That's
Wow.
called letting them off the hook.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Should have
explain
pulled
that
a
to me.
China and fell on
So
it.
they just went deep here. They're trying to go just bite the top 4.
Yeah.
Ended up slipping to the back button. Now it gives Dunstone a chance to freeze on top, and
The freeze is
not
like
going anywhere for a while.
they're out of jail. This is a get out of jail free card if they're playing Monopoly.
If Colton Lott hits it.
Like,
yeah, but he's
makes
just
it free.
freezing. He's just
Just
drawing
even
to it.
has to be top.
No, no,
four.
I mean nails it.
Yes,
Sorry,
yeah.
didn't mean hit it.
Yeah.
So is there a better third outside of Grant Hardy in the men's game right now than Colton Lott?
Well, you know what, Nick? Were you listening to our telecast earlier? Because I just said that like he's the most underrated player I think out there. I think he's.
But I don't think he's
great.
underrated anymore.
No,
After the
like,
Briar,
like casual fans.
Yeah.
I think so. Like us curlers, like we know how good he is.
Mm-hmm.
And though he missed there, and that we totally jinxed him there, but
yeah, we did.
That's still a pretty good shot.
That's still a good shot.
I'm a personal.
Not Colton Log or Colton Log.
No, I'm a personal fan of Colton Flash. I'm a big fan of Flash.
Yeah, Flash.
The
he's a good
Colt name in the third world of curling is a prominent one. Although I am quite nervous about Colton Flash in Nashville with you and us, Carrie.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a time. We were texting back and forth, and I was telling him I'm going to try and keep up with him. I'll end up probably getting white girl wasted.
White girl wasted.
Wait, but your husband's coming down, right?
Oh, yeah.
So you have. That's the thing. You
I already
have a
gave him a
support
talking
system.
to, too.
Colton is going to be alone. I think we're going to have to put an Apple tag or RFID chip in his skin because I'm very scared
One
of
of those
Colton
like
Flash.
air tags.
Making sure
Yeah.
he makes it. Yeah, that's smart.
No. We have
Really
to
good.
know where he is.
You know, probably all athletes should probably have one of those for that.
Right.
It's important.
Next week.
We were in Nashville last year, Johnny Moe and I and a bunch of curlers and Corey Dropkin. And if it wasn't for Johnny Moe, Corey Dropkin may not exist any longer. Johnny had to find him on Broadway and literally carry him back to the hotel.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Nice.
He got Broadwayed.
Nice.
He got Broadway. Corey got Broadway, and he's American, which is ironic.
I'm sure that will be me.
All right, so what's John trying to do here? I guess we
Glad
should
you
talk
know
about
going
the game.
in.
Yeah.
Interesting
Double
call
PL
here.
trying to open it up.
I just heard 10.5, so I don't think he's throwing too much heat here, though. I think he's trying to.
Oh, like chisel
Chisel.
send his back and not kill it.
Yeah.
Trying to keep that red in play that he's running back.
I like that call.
He's definitely got to do something with that front right now if he wants to score more than one.
Yep. Whoa, curl. Whoa, straight. Roll the shooter. Get the shooter.
Looks close.
Oh.
Too much, actually.
That's better, Jake.
Almost perfect.
Yeah.
Almost perfect.
But still pretty good.
Yeah, real good.
Had to curl a little bit more.
You gotta be
He's
a
got
little nervous here, Dunstone, right now.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a triple to get out of it, but if he
Yeah.
misses this, they're still in some hot water.
What's Matty's record right now?
2-2.
I should probably know that.
2-2. He needs this win. And Epping needs this win to get first in his pool.
To get
right to the semis.
Right to the semis, yeah.
So
Is the other pool's already done? I should know. I should know all of them.
Salo?
No, but I think Mo, it's like he wins this game. I think he's in the semi.
Oh, what a shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Jesus Christ.
They're like freaking robots.
he could only catch a break, that guy?
My God.
Yeah, they're unbelievable right now.
The smell of those 4 boys on Monday night during the Battle of the Sexes was spectacular. Especially Hammy.
It's like a brewery.
Hammy smelled like a brewery. Well, not a brewery, like a distillery, I guess.
Yeah, good for him.
It was incredible. And then he had to eat tuna during the halftime break. And don't think we didn't have odds on whether or not he could keep the tuna down.
Vomit or not.
It was amazing.
Well, when you win the World Championships that way, it's
absolutely.
I think we've had a few of those nights they south.
Yeah. Well, good for them for making their flight at 5 in the morning.
Oh, there were enough people who were making sure they were getting on that flight at 5 in the morning, believe me.
Because I remember John Morris, after we won a World Championship, having to over in Sweden.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Let's see his shot here.
Oh, wow.
There's a shot.
Great shot.
Matty Dunstone.
The sheriff shooting.
Wow.
Yep.
So, Nick, you'd like this. So, in Sweden, after we won the World Championships, we went out and partied pretty good. And we went to the airport, and our coach is pushing Morris in a wheelchair to try to get him to his flight.
That's incredible.
And here's another story. That night, I was speaking to a Japanese player for 1 hour, and that Japanese player did not speak any English, and I didn't speak any Japanese. But we had a 1 hour conversation that night, so that's
they're best friends afterwards.
Yeah. That was how
just
much.
both nodding each other's heads. Yep.
I'm actually not surprised at that. I've spent enough time with John Morris in rooms of people. You're quite dynamic, and that was before the mustache.
Whoa!
Yeah, that was quite the time, Sav.
Close! Curl!
What do we got? He's got a double.
This is a double, yeah.
Guess what, Nick? The deuce is alive and well. The deuce is alive
I'm
and
a man of
well.
my word.
Oh, it's not yet.
Still
2 shots left.
Oh, God.
Just get ready.
I'm
You got to go
terrible.
for a 3 right now somehow, but I don't think that's happening.
I don't think that'll happen.
Wow, that's a great shot.
Yeah, Epping's been playing some of the best curling of his career this year, I've got to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's been rejuvenated. It's good to see.
I think he's liking his team, and the vibe is good. So
Ever since he got rid of that Langer and Fry, it's been on fire.
I heard he's
Those
got
old guys weighing him down.
Yeah.
I heard he's got some pretty good foam too. Sorry.
Good one.
You know, sparked the fire.
Had to.
Might as well.
You know what, though, Nick? He got kind of screwed with all of that.
No,
the foam situation.
Dude.
Like, I just wish that WCF just came out and said, hey, use this foam and that's it.
Yeah.
And here are your brooms.
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
Like, so at the Worlds this year, that would have been good if he rolled behind there. That would have been.
The...
So at the World Curling, or the Worlds this year, we had to take off our brooms and for every single game beforehand, and the officials checked every single piece and then had to put it back together.
Wow.
So just so that everyone had the exact same.
So whatever foam that you're using was legit.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you put your broom back together and you started practicing the game, and that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
But did you find there was any, was everyone using Hardline and Balance Plus?
No,
brooms?
like we were using Gold Line. Yeah. And then everyone else is pretty much using Hardline, but Gold Line was used quite a bit.
Did you find there was any difference with?
No.
No?
I don't know. I think like everybody wants to see what they see.
Yeah.
So like, hey, those Black Evader ones maybe were a little more effective, but.
Well, did Epping, now he's using Gold Line, right?
Yeah, I think he's back now.
He's using Gold Line, but like Balance Plus shafts.
All right, Nick, let's see this chapeau, buddy.
Yeah.
This is a perfect
I'm a man of my word.
interlude to the new Deuce hats available on the Grand Slam Curling website.
Well, they better be soon.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that.
Let us know when you can see it.
Just these brooms out here, like they really die like 2 feet more than it like looks out of the hand. Like the brooms.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms,
Light as a feather.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And is the choice of champions.
Line's good.
Steady hand.
Dude,
well done.
Nick Salsky is a man of his word. Saville, I'm a fucking pro, man.
That is unbelievable right there.
Are you kidding? No,
that is good.
No, it's very believable.
That is good.
So in true fashion, Nick Salsky is a man of his word. John Epping just got a deuce, and deuce, 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 deuce. The deuce emoji hat is in the house.
It's in the house.
Looking strong.
It's going to be in the house all weekend too. I got 5 of these, Carrie.
Perrier.
Oh, there's some Perriers. That's right. Yeah, I don't drink, so
just have the Perrier. Good call. You're.
Oh, why is the Perrier brown?
Sophisticated. Hey, Langer, did you bring cards at all?
Oh,
we're gonna break out ends.
We're gonna play some ends.
Half in the floor. Perfect line. There.
You can make some up, just a piece of paper.
But it's amazing.
1, 2, and a 3.
All we need is an ace and a 2 and a 3 of 2 different colors.
That's it.
Yep.
Super easy.
Oh, blank ends. You got to have a jack for blank.
We can't do blank ends here. No, we don't talk about that apparently.
Oh.
You get hate mail.
No. Honestly, I mean, the thing that I'm one of the things I'm excited about is getting through this season, so we can actually look at these rules and actually make real rules. I shouldn't say real rules.
What are the rules you want to change?
Yeah.
Well, so here I'll say one of the things I want to see, especially at slams, is I think instead of having 4 guys games and 4 girls games a lot of the time, I think it should always be 2 guys games, 2 girls games at the same time.
That's what I told John earlier this year.
That makes all the sense in the world to me.
100%.
And honestly, Craig, I fucking hate blanks, man. I fucking hate them. Like, I get it. I get the strategic value of them, but I like the idea of making it a little bit more special. Like, what if each team had one blank that they can use during the game? They're allowed to use a blank whenever they want, but that's it. And then if they blank again, hammer flips.
Interesting. So
right?
One blank
a game.
But it gets very strategic. So if you blank an end early on just because of whatever happens, because sometimes there's like a million rocks in play and then guys are just so good at running back and then all of a sudden it's a blank and it's been a good end. Then later on, team's going to play ultra conservative to get that blank. And then maybe you just have a boring end.
Maybe.
How about this one?
Yeah.
If you cover the nail, you get a deuce. So if
deuce.
And then you have to chant deuce.
You see,
right?
Carrie?
So it kind of adds a bit more to the mix. And so if it's a wide open house, you can either choose to use your one blank, or if you cover the nail, it's a deuce. So rather than just a wide open draw.
So that like both rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
But let me.
Okay, that's interesting.
But I'll say this.
Okay.
You know, one of the reasons why I think soccer and hockey didn't really catch on in the U.S. for, maybe still.
Yeah.
There's no fucking points scored. There's no goals.
Yeah.
You need points.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that curling it has an issue. I'm saying that curling needs to break through in America for it to really catch on globally. We have an incredible global audience, but we all know how important America is.
Sure.
Americans like points, man.
Yeah.
So blanks don't make any sense to me. Now, I get it. I get the strategic value of points.
Well, this week there's been a lot of points on these boards.
No, it's been good. It's been good.
So maybe is it because the ice is being a little not perfect?
Yeah, I don't mind
players aren't perfect.
You don't need perfect ice. It's just got to be consistent, right? But yeah, maybe that's why, and just some rocks are just reacting differently than what you've anticipated it to. So
nice run back double there by Emma on sheet A. I don't know if you guys watched that, but that was a heck of a shot.
John's still watching sheet A.
Holy smokes.
Well, in our game, EJ came up light and threw center line. Got
yeah. So that's great.
Yeah.
I'll
So
give you an
they
update.
come around here.
My head is quite warm at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, the poop emoji hats might be fun and cool, but they're
Not a lot of-
pretty toasty.
Better for an outdoor environment, maybe. Eh?
That's right. Yeah, it could be. It could be better for an outdoor environment, but that's all right. Or an ice environment.
On
We're
ice
behind the
environment.
glass here. In
On ice, yeah.
Incredible Mattamy Center.
So maybe if you score a deuce, your entire team on the ice has to wear the deuce hat.
Ooh.
Eh?
Imagine sweeping with that thing on.
Shit, if you're throwing peel, you're coming out, it's going to blow off your
Yeah,
head.
you'd have to have a strap.
You need a strap.
You know what I love about what you But Carrie, you know what I love about what you just said is you said
Yeah.
shit if I'm gonna sweep.
Shit.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's good. It's a good parable.
Good use of the deuce
Yeah.
It's a good use
analogy.
of the deuce.
Hit the third. Six third.
Oh, what's happening here? Are we doing like a double peel?
Double peel and trying to run it back.
We're trying to get that
the
yellow
banana
to come
boys.
back.
A real angle here.
Oh.
Whoa. Sweet. Whoa.
It's close. It's close, Nick.
Not whipping it either. Oh.
Got it.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of pinball from E.J. Harnden.
Good shot.
One of the best at those.
He had to get rid of his center line guard.
I liked him better when we called him Edward Scissorhands, because like he had legs going in one direction, feet going in the other. Like he never slid straight. He was awful, and he played third. It was great playing Jacobs back in the day.
E.J. was third. That's right. Yeah.
You know what they used to do, Nick? Team Jacobs. So back when they weren't very good, before they got. Well,
But
they were always
EJ played third?
EJ played third for Brad Jacobs.
Before Fry became the third.
Yeah. So before that, they weren't very good. They'd go to tournaments, and they were grinders. Played every single weekend, wouldn't qualify, drove everywhere from Sault Ste. Marie. And they had a rule that they would just get loaded if they never qualified. And Brad always passed out, and they would write on him, his face, with permanent marker, just everything. Rude on his face. And so he'd wake up in the morning, we'd see him at the hotel, and like his face would be covered. They'd have a 10-hour drive home wherever they're going with no money again.
Oh my goodness! Wait, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's amazing. All right, I'm gonna step away for 1 second. I'll be back.
Man, this is like a.
I'm so sorry. Hey, what was that?
Spice round.
Water.
This is like a tickle trunk. What's in
Got
Nick's?
so excited.
What's in Nick's tickle trunk?
I'm so sorry, Gary.
As he strips down.
I'm not stripping.
How many times have you said that?
Okay, it'll be worth it. It'll be good for the TV audience.
Gosh.
How many times has Nick said that while he takes off his
You think
clothes?
I
I'm
had
so
my
sorry.
husband beside me. He always spills his
Does
drink
he?
on me.
Langer, you know you want to put one on.
I don't like the outside. That's real.
Saville would. Saville actually used to be
I'll
a
do it.
mascot for the
Yeah.
AY
Jackson Blue Jays. Yes, Carrie.
Carrie.
This is awesome.
XXL. Holy.
Wait.
What any other options?
Double XL.
Double XL. Yeah, you go behind the curtain and come back with Nick. This is going to be good.
Yeah.
This will be good, Sav.
3 feet, 4 feet.
The Bananas are going to go crazy in the stands here.
That's
Real
awesome.
good.
Dude, there's one more right there.
Solid.
Sav, get this
Man,
on.
let's do it.
Get this on,
Let's do it.
Sav.
Well, but Carrie and I are gonna go to the crowd after. So Langer, you're gonna have to go back with John.
Stay close, Tanner.
We need to fight.
Sav used to be a pro at this. He was he dressed up in high school as a mascot. So
Yep. We're gonna whisper ticket.
the Friday night couch is living up to its reputation tonight. We like to keep it light here on Friday. And
The broadcast game is Emma and Rachel.
well, the one we're watching here is Epping Dunstone.
Game because I'm going to tell the producer that we're joining the crowd.
Yeah.
I'll put us on TV.
I think my family likes it.
Okay, good. We're going to go on TV after.
I want to get a picture of this here.
We'll do a little bit here and then we'll go on.
This your whose phone? Is Sav's phone?
Not mine.
Wait, let's get a picture.
Okay. Wait, no, I'll sit behind you. I don't need to be on. I don't need to talk.
Wait, you ready, guys?
Wait. Whoa.
Let's get a picture here. The Friday night tickle trunk.
History
Love
in the
it.
making here.
All right. You guys can go on mic if you want.
Let's hope for Peels.
You guys go on mic. I'll just sit behind you quietly drinking. But I'm going to go get Carrie. Is there another drink that you'd like? I'll go find you spiced rum. Or I'll find you. You want
Right to it.
No, I don't.
No.
Savile.
All right, well, we'd like to welcome back a few of our favorite friends, the Bananas.
Welcome,
Couple
Bananas.
peelers in the house.
Craig's always wanted to be a peeler.
Oh, there we go.
Ever since he was a child.
I've been practicing this for my whole life. It's all coming together. It's all coming together.
The Friday night couch. You gotta love it.
Somebody call a peel.
Hey, we got a peel.
Come on, where?
Peel.
I think Epping's peeling this out.
No, he's not, is he?
I think Epping's peeling this out.
If he goes around, I'm not going to slash. I think this is
Yes.
Epping's peeling this out.
10.5.
All right, time to bang on the glass.
I don't get the call, but he is peeling
Are
it.
we? Can we bang on the glass? He's peeling it. Yeah.
Why is he peeling this?
Because he
wants
saw the bananas.
Okay, wait, but look here as he goes peel.
Okay.
Oh, he's kind of throwing like a
Soft peel. No, that's
soft.
F-dog peel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his hit weight.
7.5. 8.
It's not a peel.
Oh, it's not a peel?
Kind of a peel.
Not a peel. He nosed it.
Boo!
Yeah.
Boo!
Quick picture, boys.
Underthrew it. Just the bananas. Jesus Christ.
I like it.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My wife, Lori's going to
I think so too, Nick.
spread the word.
I think she'll like it more if you go home in the banana peel outfit tonight.
Just the
banana peel outfit.
Oh, my God.
I like your chances. All right, 5-5. What end are we in? 6?
Who knows?
6 in?
27.
So John hit that because he wants a blank here, I guess, hey?
Yeah.
Why isn't Danny drawing here? Because the draw.
I guess he's going for the hit and roll.
Yeah.
A deep hit and roll.
Makes sense. The Sheriff, I wish he'd bring back that 97 leather Briar hat he wore when he won the slam. Eh?
Oh, yeah.
That was good stuff.
Good call.
And I don't know if he knows, but he hasn't won a slam since he didn't wear it.
Right to it.
He's trying to know.
Oh, they want the
They
blank.
want the blank. Interesting.
Okay.
Maybe they know something we don't.
So
Well, maybe this explains the Briar strategy a little bit, where they didn't really play 8.
Yeah,
They
should we
blanked.
talk about that?
Yeah,
What
we
happened
should
there?
talk about that.
I'd
Because
love
I
to.
was very confused as well.
Because it didn't work.
I'd love to do
No.
a couch where we even the last 3 games, just a little panel. Doesn't have to be a Friday night. It could be like
any night,
a regular analysis. But yeah, I found it very interesting those last 3 ends.
Yeah, 2 hammers to 1.
They
and they
certainly
blank it. I was like, what?
That's the theory, eh? And then they had him in 9 too, where if Colton makes that chase, that I think they're scoring 2 at least. But
Man, Colton played good that game.
yeah,
He did.
he had it going.
But Matt flashed.
That was
Yeah.
But they were
So-
probably getting forced anyway.
No,
weren't
I think
they?
they were getting a deuce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were set up for a deuce that end, and then
If he makes
Yeah.
that hit and roll,
yeah.
Like I said, I'd love to rewatch it with the panel.
Hey guys, we got a peel
This is
coming
a peel.
up. We got a
Is
peel
this a
coming
peel?
up, Nick.
This is a blank peel.
A blank peel. It all counts.
Blank peel.
Do you think they notice?
Wait, should we knock on the window to get the bananas ready? Because I feel
Yeah.
like they're not ready yet.
Don't you
No,
guys
they're like,
have
huh,
you
that's
don't
not
have
a
like
peel.
radios going?
I think they think it's just like when you peel a card.
He's got a peel coming up.
I think it is.
When they peel, we all have to look at
Okay.
Hey, Devin, what happened to the leather jacket?
Yeah.
We talked.
It got hot. I got
Oh, he's
too
wearing
hot.
It was stolen. It got stolen.
I'm too,
Only
I'm
so
too
many I
hot.
can beat off with. So many guys I can beat away.
Beating off?
That's what he said.
Oh, here it comes. Come on, Dunny.
5, 4,
I can't see anything.
3,
Yeah, I see it.
2,
He's gonna make contact.
1. Peel, 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 peel,
Peel.
They fell asleep out there.
They.
That was a peel
Where's
in
the
6.
peel?
That was a peel.
Okay, let's
They don't.
let's
They're
go.
waiting.
Okay.
Blank end in 6. Dunny will have hammer
Wait.
in 7. We'll
Let
be back after a quick break.
Let Anil get a picture, y'all.
Oh yeah, with all the bananas. We're coming. We're coming.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September. The Tour Challenge from Nisku this October. The Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December. And the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at GSOCtickets.com. Let's rock.
Curl when you can.
I'll be interested if Dunny goes hard for the deuce or if he's going to go hard for the blank. The blank's hard to manufacture on your own. You need some help.
Yeah, this is where it can get a little sticky. This you
could chip that if you really wanted it, but the banana peels are feeling it over there.
The peelers, this is great. I'm glad Savil's coming over to shell again. Hey, I haven't seen this since like early 2000s.
Line's great.
You've got a sold out barn here, okay?
So Ryan Hunter just playing the straight come around here.
You need to get it going.
Anywhere above the tee line past top 8 is pretty good. Johnny's got to throw another center, doesn't he?
Well, that first one isn't in the best position, is it?
Kind of awkward.
Yeah, I think he's almost got to go tight. This is a tricky guard. Oh, we got the wave going here. The Gardens is just feeling it tonight. This is awesome. Full house at the Gardens.
This is the year for the Leafs.
This might be a sign of things to come.
Mosky and Ryan Herndon told me this is our year.
Well, I like their goaltending better than the last 10 years.
I know. I feel like I keep saying it every year for the last 5 or 6 years that they're better this year, but they are better again.
I think that the major difference, if they're going to go deeper, it's a combination of Matthew Nyes is a player, and he's a great power forward that we have not had for a long time. And Berube, I think, is instilling some grit and determination in these guys. That's the only way I think they can.
It's not worse. They're not getting worse, and that's a positive. And that's a great shot there by Ian McMillan too.
Yeah, perfect guard.
Didn't have much room to put that after his first one. He put the pressure on himself, and he responded.
That's why he's the MVP, according to Epping, isn't it?
Johnny's been raving about these guys all year, though, and John would never rave about how well he's playing, but I can tell you I haven't seen John play this well since, I forget what year it was when we started with Ryan and him, and we won the Canada Cup in a slam. But John was really playing well then. That's what he looks like now.
There's something to be said about surrounding yourself with guys you really are comfortable with, and it seems like Johnny's in that position this year.
They believe in him, and he's always believed in himself, and that's definitely important.
And it's nice. I always got a soft spot for Northern Ontario fellas that are, they put their time in. And I remember one of the first slams the Horgans were at.
Yeah.
And the Tanner, I think it was in their hometown of are they from?
They're Sudbury boys.
Sudbury, yeah. We were at a Sudbury slam, and I think they were having a tough slam. It was one of their first slams, and they went 0 for or 1 for, and he was pretty down. And I remember kind of giving him a little shot in the arm and saying, don't worry, you'll get there one day. And it's nice to see that they put in their time and they paid their dues, and they're starting to see some great benefits here. So
that was the other thing John said is the brothers work their asses off. Oh. The banana peel came to get the poop hats too. But yeah, hard work pays off all the time. I've learned that. I'm getting older, and I know that.
Good shot.
Don't hate this for now.
No.
Oh.
Think that makes sense
nice.
for now.
Just going to peel the top one here.
Oh, look out. Peelers
are going to get pretty aggressive
rowdy
here. Captain Nick's in the house. Straight peel guard. Walk us through this one, John. What's going to happen here?
Well, I guess they're pretty happy with their situation, and I don't think they want to mess any.
I think Nick's calling in the calls.
Yeah, they don't want to mess up that situation at the front, so they're pretty happy with that.
Red shot. Easy double peel if they don't guard this, like a tick and spin it out of there, but it's always an interesting cat and mouse when it's tied. Sometimes I think, though, when you're tied with in the second last end, that if you play a little bit aggressive, because the other team knows they need to take chances, that you get a deuce and even a 3 a lot of times.
More often than not.
Yeah, that's how I feel, but...
Just over. Okay, just over.
Yeah, you just got to put, because you're forcing that envelope just a little bit more than you usually do, and that more often results in a 2 or 3 than a steal, doesn't it?
It definitely does. And even if you gave up the steal, it's not like, oh, we're dead. It's like, okay, we got some work to do, but we're still not quite 50-50. But if you make the deuce, if you make the 3 here, the game's like 95-5, maybe even better than that. And if you make the deuce, you're high percentage of winning. So I don't know. Maybe the game's passed me by, John. Somebody asked me of the old teams we played and could any of them compete, and I said, well, the team that beat us all the time back in 08, 9, and 10, I think that Team Martin team could slide in here in their prime, and I think they'd still be in the mix, especially with the new brooms and all that kind of. The game's different.
If they.
But if Kennedy's good enough at third now, he's sure as shit good enough at second.
That team, I think that team could have still done some damage.
Yeah. I heard the old bear can slide again. Got a new hip or a new knee. Yeah, he can slide. He was at a charity spiel.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, he maybe didn't walk for a month after, but he was sliding.
Was it a hip or knee he got?
I forget. It's one of those. It's got to be a hip, no?
It was his hip that was giving him grief.
Yeah, I think it was a hip.
Hold that. Whoa. One more peel. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing one more spiel with those guys just for old time's sake.
That'd be pretty fun to see. We should give you guys a sponsor's exemption into a slam.
Well, Mark and Ben are going to have to retire first. But that would be something, wouldn't it?
Sorry?
Wayne Madaw always wanted it to be like the Masters. Once you win it once, you keep getting invited back until you're too old. It's like, I'm not sure we have enough spots for that, Wayne.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool thing about the Masters, though.
Yeah, and it's
right?
Because the field's so big, you can do that. And 12 teams of the players, I guess not the players, but, you know, regular slam. None of the new teams might get in. Mount might not get in because all the old vets say yes.
I do think that what we should do at the Briar and the Scotties is if you're a past champion, you get the golden ticket. Anytime you want to come.
Yeah, and there should be some past champion events, like kind of like they do at the Masters and stuff, right? Some tradition and
yeah, I agree.
Maybe even have a lounge for them in the arena or something. Like, it's not that hard to do.
I think we should honor our champions a bit more than what we've been doing in the past, and it's the, you know, the crowd loves seeing those past champions there, and it's sure nice going there and kind of reminiscing with your old rivals and your old teammates. And
yeah, we can still go to the Briar anytime we want. We just got to buy a ticket.
Want to call timeout here? Timeout.
The slams do that a little bit, and we need some of that in the slams too.
At least one, like at least.
Maybe at the Players Championship each year, we invite wherever we are. We invite, you know, whoever's won a slam from that province or something would be pretty cool. And I mean, it's not going to work if the Players goes to the U.S. because we don't have any U.S. champs yet. But
or out east.
Yeah.
Or west. Too far west. But yeah, I get what you're saying. And honor those champions. And
the fans would want to meet them. I mean, some of these fans have watched the slam since they started in 01, right?
Well, having like Glenn Howard here and Wayne Madaw, and wonder if did Wernick ever play in a slam?
He wouldn't have played in a slam, I don't think, because he retired. No, I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I would say that fairly confidently. Like right after juniors for us, he was kind of
early 2000. Actually, I was out for dinner with Quadra tonight, and I asked him. I said, "When's the last time you threw a stone?" And he said,
"The Welton when we beat him
after he lost the trials final to Mike Harris. He's never been in a curling facility since." Can you believe that?
Yes.
Until tonight he was here, and so that was quite interesting.
It's pretty cool. He's been pretty busy doing some pretty cool business things in the golf world, but they don't know what to do here, Johnny. I think peeling's probably not the answer. John's going to loop another one.
Are they trying to? I think a decent play is if you can kill this back one with hack weight.
That's what I would think they're doing too, right? 12-5, yeah. They found it.
And then lie 3, because I think that top one's in, eh?
Sure is. And then Johnny's got to loop one around everything.
I think so.
Which in the first end he didn't have the answer for. He had that exact same come around and went too far, and that's how they got 3. But the one thing nobody really is talking about, and I'm not sure if we're allowed to talk about, is the super powerful and smart and successful board that curling groups put together. You've had some experience with them, and it's crazy impressive.
Wow, that's some nice sweeping. Holy smokes. That shot is not made 5 years ago.
Do you think Brad Gushu misses that at all?
Hard to complain about having EJ Harnden scrubbing for you. That is, it looked like it was lost.
Right?
It looked like it was lost halfway down.
Probably pretty good. Get her lost in there.
Yeah, we got a great board with the curling group. They've done some great things in other sports, and are it's refreshing to have some non-curling minds that have been really successful in other ventures.
Like Nick in his banana suit. Like, that's just the kind of guy you want at the top.
Oh, they're having a good day. This is, I got to say, you got to make curling fun, and this is our best chance to do it. So,
Whoa. Line's good.
So big draw here for Johnny.
Close.
Back
Whoa.
T-line, fully buried, maybe over buried by.
Curl if you can.
Would love to be shot, but even if he's second shot, needs to be buried though.
Curl.
Hopefully it hits those.
Tanner's working it here, or is it?
Another, that's Tanner. That's another real good sweeper too, and that's shot and really hard to chase.
He's trying it. I don't know if that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know either. And
you good with that?
Early cook, eh?
Early cook, little oversweep, little. I don't know.
Call me crazy, but is the red, yellow, red there about a third of a stone on that tight red one coming off the back?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
it could be a disaster if
it
you
might
nail
nut it. Yeah, if it nutted, that would be real
bad.
But
if you ever get the outside and lose all 2 reds, that's the best shot
game
there is,
winner.
isn't it?
Yeah, if that spins off there, that's a game winner.
Just got it. Don't cook it.
Wonder if EJ sees that. Remember he called him.
He got the 3 in the first. Same spot too, actually. Yeah, I wonder.
Because this looks pretty tricky.
This looks very hard, and a lot of times if you make it, you're going to be light enough that you're not going to roll anywhere, and if it doesn't,
leave him a dead freeze right back at you.
That would be really bad. He's looking at it and he's like, guys, this is pretty overburied. Like, he's committed. And if you do make it and roll, a foot or whatever, he's pot committed. He's going to have the exact same shot, and odds are he's going to get it in there better. And then what do you plan? I guess then you play your shot maybe.
Hey, a little bit for line. Gotta go line. Yep. Hard line. Yep.
I think he wanted to carve this one to make it, not hold it.
Hard. Keep going. Hard.
It's on the front.
Big time.
Hard.
Oh, boy. 2 steal anybody?
That's.
We gotta get around ours.
Wasn't Maddie's normal intern. I wonder if he's trying to give it to. I've quoted you lots over the year, Johnny, but I quoted you earlier this week. These kids don't know how to give it the 1-2 punch. The old hooky cookie. But maybe Maddie was trying that there. I'm not sure. But
yeah, he looked tight right out of his mid, eh?
Yeah, Colton did not like it. And then when you soft, you lose all the speed. And it looks like he missed the weight by a mile there. But if he threw it like he normally does, probably the weight's good.
Yeah, there is. I'll call a timeout. Timeout, please.
I know. I thought I was aggressive.
Yeah.
If you got to be careful if we're here and then this comes in.
I know.
Do they have a coach here tonight or this weekend?
No, Jimmy Wilson's coming for the weekend though. He was texting me. He's listening. He's I think taking care of his granddaughter right now by the looks of it. Or
is there a better guy in curling than Jim Wilson?
No, rock
What
bottom,
a
baby.
beauty, man.
Yeah.
Well, no, he'll run
I'm
ours in.
so grateful I got to play a Briar with him. At the helm,
Yeah. You guys
coaching
got
us.
along well, hey?
Wow, we both like rum. That was a good start.
He loves rum.
Yeah.
And he loves curling, and he loves hanging out with the boys.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good Briar guy.
He's a beauty. So he's still coaching these guys?
No, I don't think officially, but him and John have a great relationship, goes way back, and so
who's at the Briar with him then?
RB was not there because he's also coaching a junior team that won the. It's called the Toronto, like the Junior Cup now, the old TCA,
Gotcha.
and they won the Ontario Juniors. So he was in Switzerland, and then he was at the Nationals with them. So he hasn't done much with these guys, but I think if you ask them who their coach is, I think that's still the official coach. I don't think they had anybody at the Briar, but they must have. No, they had Mike Harris with them.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So a big draw here for Epping. He's got a. It's a little bit trickier than it looks. You think you just got to just wrap one around there, but there's a raised double that can come into play here if you're top button. So you want to be either frozen to your own or top four, biting the forefoot.
It's one of those, if you don't shoot, you probably have them forced, right?
Yeah.
I saw more fall through.
But it also brings the two steel potentially into play.
I agree. It's
worth
right
it.
on the button.
Line's good. Bring it out. Curl if you can.
I think it's a speed shot more than it's a curl shot. I think it'll always curl.
Curling enough now.
Yeah, line's not an issue. Did they put it right in the spot? I think they might have.
Interesting.
Why did they leave it right there?
The hair high.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna hit here. Yeah, it's just for two. Sliver high. Yep. Yeah,
Just for two because it jams on the side one?
I think it's for three.
I think it is too.
hair high, even nose, I think is good.
Well, maybe it does jam. Maybe we're missing. But if he hits only
There's
a quarter
a
of that
spot he
back
can
one.
definitely hit it where it doesn't jam on the wide
I
yellow.
don't even, like, how much can you even see, Matt?
So I'm confused because it.
Hit what you can see.
Yeah.
With firm weight or even peel.
Peel weight?
Text the yellow first.
I'm not sure where they were trying to put that then. I guess a half rock higher?
I think if it's perfect if it's a half rock higher, I think, because then it actually might, like, I don't know if you can score. The problem is if it doesn't curl enough and you're a half rock higher, he has a slash double.
Yeah, so I think you were always sweeping that to the back of the button, weren't you? Wasn't that? Anyway.
This could be, could be the ball game here if he makes it, but if he doesn't,
Yeah, it's definitely there.
it'd be hard pressed to give up a two steal here, though. I think as long as you're close, you're getting rid of one of those reds, eh, Langer?
It would have to be a pretty bad throw, and I think this is two almost all the time. I guess if he just gets by and maybe doesn't get the back one, but
I'm seeing 3/4, 4/5 for three.
I think you're right. Thick as you can hit it, and it just ticks the back and goes under that yellow. Final stone here in the 7th end, and Dunny could almost punch his ticket with a good throw here to the playoffs.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Girl. Girl. Whoa.
Okay.
Ooh, they overcooked her.
Ooh.
No,
Only
they
for
undercooked
one.
her.
Let's look here.
They wanted to hit. Yeah, they wanted to hit that.
Needed to
thicker.
curl, right?
Yeah.
Well, so it did stop just in time.
They put
Johnny
it in a perfect
Epping
spot.
luck, and they sold it. I was convinced too. They hung the shoulders, and anyway, it's only one. So Dunstone will have the lead. We'll come back for the final end. Well, the 8th end. Could be bonus time, but we'll be back in 30 seconds or so.
The rock faces around Lake Tahoe are legendary. But this fall, new ones will emerge in the Tahoe Basin. Pullman, Mowat, Gushu, and more. November 4th through 9th, the Grand Slam of Curling's first ever event in the U.S. is coming to Lake Tahoe. where the greatest rock stars on earth unite for 6 days of incredible curling, celebrity appearances, and off-break curl parties you won't want to miss. Get your tickets at thegrandslamofcurling.com. Let's rock.
They look better than they look.
We missed the guard probably by.
It wasn't like on this. Like.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
Almost ready.
Yeah. Oh, I knew exactly what you. And I.
Welcome back. Final round robin draw, and we have a heater of a game here. We've got Team Dunstone. Thought they might have a chance for 2, even 3, but only settled for 1 in the end. A good, well thrown stone by Matt, but 6-5. Team Epping with the hammer. All sorts of stuff on the line. Team Epping needs the win to go to the semis. Team Dunstone looking over at that Mowat Hosley game. Mowat's up 1 coming home without, so Hosley a deuce to stay alive, and if that happened, Dunstone has to win this game, or they're dusting off the golf clubs.
Yeah, it's been a great night. All 4 matches are coming right down to the wire, and entertaining games. Lots of points being scored, rocks in play. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have a couple extra ends out here today.
Victor Schell phoning in a great idea about the Legends game Monday night before it starts. I like it, Victor.
Yeah, that sounds...
Could be fun.
From that province.
Yeah, from wherever you're at, right? Not a great corner guard there. Not a great center guard either, actually. Not on the center line, but Johnny's probably going to throw another one. Ryan's probably coming around top 8, I guess. Normally when you're up 1, you throw the double centers, don't you, John? Is that the best defense, double centers?
Pushing 4 foot.
I think in the last couple of years, the double center's the call.
Fight the 4.
Do you see that being a more normal call throughout the game, though? Moving forward, maybe?
Yeah, I like the double centers. And it puts, you just got to make sure your leads, puts a bit more onus on your lead to really dial it in. Because right now where that is, it's actually removable, isn't it?
That is for sure, yeah. And you've had the same problem as me. I said it on the air the other day. The teams I've played on, I've never really had a great lead, so it's been tough.
Yeah, 14-8 on that.
Especially the teams I played on where I was the lead. That was real tough.
Yep. It's good. Yep.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Here, I got it.
Going with the double corner strategy on the one side here.
I like it. I don't think that corner is probably good enough, and this guarantees you're going to have some opportunity. There's going to be guards. You can run it back if you want, and the end's not over. The middle, I mean, obviously not the corner, but so we're going to have an interesting end here for sure. You see any changes coming in the offseason on the men's side in Canada, Johnny?
Top button. Line's good.
Well, there was enough this year to last the whole offseason already.
I think we're where we're going to go for the trials and, for the next 6 months.
We'll see what happens. The only team I could see potentially is we'll see, that Carruthers team. They had a decent Briar, but I know that I don't think they're in the pre-trials anymore.
Are they not in the pre-trials?
Because they lost 2 guys on their team.
Oh, right.
So they lost that 2 years.
Terry mentioned off the air that maybe Reed wanted to play next year, but just play downs. And obviously loves coaching Team Anderson, and that's one of his chances to get to the Olympics. And so that could be why. She said maybe he didn't want to play in the trials or wasn't going to play in the trials, and maybe that's why, like the pre-trials.
Yeah, that pre-trials is a grind. And
1 team this time, 8 teams. It's the same. It's the trials format. So it's
one team, eh?
1 team. It's exactly the trials. It's a round robin to 3 to a best of 3 final.
Oof. That'd be
that's a grind.
They're pre-qualifying 7.
Yes.
Yep, really good. Well done, Tara.
Pretty good shot there. I would have loved to roll that shooter behind the corner guard.
Cat nose. I was seeing out turn 12-5.
Can't nose because if he knows he's going to make the gimme double and stay behind the center guard. That one back 8, Dunny knows that's not really any good to him.
Yeah, you want to go aggressively at this one.
Solid. Clean.
And he did.
Solid.
He sure did. He heard you.
Clean. Clean. Solid. Whoa, girl heavy. Clean. Wait. Clean.
Close.
Great.
Sounds like he nailed it.
Hard roll, hard roll. Fuck me.
Did you guys, did the audience hear that one?
That one was pretty clear.
Yeah,
I don't think that's that bad, but Matty's just disappointed in himself. He thought he had that one made, and
you see that more often than not these days. Is if you ever get her carved a bit early, that's when you'll lose them, eh?
Yeah, you get it running like you change the break point is the big thing.
Yeah.
So we've always said with the carve, it's like, yeah, it's helpful, but it's really helpful on and that wasn't a bad throw, that's not what I'm saying, but when it's extra wide and you're like carve right away, that's when you see the real different flight path.
Yeah.
Whereas if you throw it close and then late it's like carve, it's like, guys, this isn't going to do it. Like we might get a 1/4 inch. But that one came in on a different angle. And came down, which when it carves, it curls and it loses speed. You heard Colton say that, so I'm interested to see where we end up with brooms by the start of next year, Johnny.
Yeah, I'd be voting for the softer the
less,
better.
right? Yeah, I think we had it pretty figured out, and then whatever happened. But let's get back to
stick around. That's a great shot.
Leaves one buried top 8, but opens up the corner guards, and Matt probably can't ignore that. You see, would have loved to stay buried, but
that top 8-foot rock's still going to
still a problem, right?
Still going to pose a problem for that Epping team. That's one they.
So we have our first final. Team Tiranzoni beats Team Hasselberg, and I confirmed with Ryan Fry, and Ryan Fry knows all. That means they're in the semifinals, and Team Hasselberg will be in the quarterfinals.
So that was a shot. That was a battle for first.
Yeah, it worked out great on the ladies' side. The 2 games out here today are winner into the semi, loser into the quarter.
Straight. Big roll.
That's a real good shot there by Colton.
Out of the run double.
I think you got to play the run double here now, don't you?
Open up those corners.
Like the run double, whoa.
Can you get to there?
Oof, that looks hard.
Sure.
Sweet.
Up in here.
I don't hate that. You really wish this was one shot earlier, then you'd definitely run it.
That. Like you make that and 3 guard, more than 3 right guards. I know it's getting late.
Okay.
That freeze on the back one doesn't look like any fun. That's got to just miss the corner guard. And
okay. Whatever you like.
Is it there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he's trying to do with it. I don't.
it might be time for a meeting here. You guys aren't speaking the same language right now.
Well, we got to make the call.
Good news is his clock's not running, so he's fine.
Oh no, it looks.
My clock down there says 4:59.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at too. That's a problem.
It does say 4. That's
oof.
2 different clocks here.
I feel like mine's going to be min the whole way.
So the other end, the scoreboard's frozen, and it looked like they had a lot of time, but they don't. That's unfortunate. Jake needs to get some spin on this and definitely get it running straight, because this has to just miss the corner guard.
Yep. Hard line. Whoa.
Looks almost impossible to me.
Hard line. Hard.
He's got a good one.
I think he's got her, Liner.
Good one.
Gotta hold it. Oh.
Still not bad though.
Just
I'm seeing that clock down there.
yeah, just a little lighter. He did have that, so it is there.
Not bad if you take that. How much? A third. Okay.
Just hit the thing. I don't think it's jammable, right? Like contact, and you never, especially as hard as Colton's going to throw this, it'd be nice to take the back one, I would think.
Yeah, at this point.
Pretty easy speed there. A little 5.5 second peel.
Girl. Okay, just straight.
Yeah.
Mixed doubles, he gets up and sweeps those, which is unbelievable.
You like the same weight?
I think if you just add 2 feet more weight, this is made.
Yeah, a little more positive. You need a bit more spin on this. The Europeans have really nailed this shot. They've, you know, they can throw it a little bit differently and have it run straighter a little bit longer.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, I was worried about that. A little extra spin is usually a little extra set. But you can't curl it earlier. It's going to get off a different line. And
Straight, close.
Looks close.
Straight, straight. Hard.
Just missed that first one, but
this
is the weight
one's on
there?
a better line if it's hard enough.
Keep going, keep going.
Same exact situation. Oh, it spun back at the end there.
Which isn't helpful.
No.
I think so, hey?
Yeah, that early carve seemed to take away some of that weight, eh?
I hate to hear the early carve on something that's a draw shot, but
Hit it right on the center line, right? Yeah. You like right
that's
there?
a real tough shot for the old Epdog's intern.
We're trying to get rid of the back one here.
Sorry, man, I was seeing the clock at the other end.
I know, I did that too.
Basically, want to be just touching the center.
John never is really close for time either, so that would be the other surprise for him. Again, just the line I think is perfect. He's just 3 feet light. Pick here. If you're Epping, do you ever go to the out turn draw?
I like the out turn.
I don't
It
think
leaves him the intern back to, you know, to.
We've seen how hard that
steady.
is.
If they lose it all, are we out-turn draw?
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Missed it again. It's important that it missed that for Epping. He's still got a chance here if he can make a nice draw.
You see, he misses it by basically nothing, like feathered by it, but
Jake's just throwing this a little light. We haven't lost any speed, have we? Mine should run pretty good here, shouldn't it?
John does slide a little bit, if anything, historically, a little tight on the end and then sets it back, which will help him on this shot. But still, this is super precise. Like, he's got about an inch or two room for error with the right weight.
Yeah, you don't want to be frozen here because it gives them the freeze right back at you. You kind of want to be splitting the T line.
I think if he gets the weight right, it will be buried behind that one.
Curl, curl, please,
Just top four. Don't curl it.
Curl, please.
Please don't, I think.
Whoa, straight, good.
Oh, yeah, careful.
Straight, straight, straight. Line's good.
Oh, this one's real
Line's
good.
good.
This has
Got
it.
a curl.
Hard Colt.
It's got a curl.
Hard Colton. Hard Colton goal.
Oh, no.
Oh,
okay.
I think it's okay, Langer.
That's going to be really hard to follow and really hard to kill, so.
I think so,
Yeah,
right?
mine are just
Half rock, it'll go, no?
I think you got to hit thick half.
Oh, really? He's
That's all I
throwing.
see. We can't throw this off.
He's got enough of it?
That's what he said, but
Do you agree? Yeah. Yeah, but the time clocks aren't in place.
Yeah,
Time out.
time clocks aren't in play. I think that's a good decision here by both teams to just say, hey, they're different at both ends, so let's just finish the game.
A gentleman's rule.
Yeah.
just curl.
9-5 and try to get as close to nose.
9-5, it's not going to splash. Like, I don't really think he has the chase on this.
Oh,
You think he can make an out-turn chase?
I'd hate to leave the old Epdog any kind of chase where you don't think he can get it to curl enough.
Freeze this. The only other option I see is 12-5. Only other option I see is hit it a hair high with 12-5.
Yep. That's what I'd be playing.
Yeah, I don't think you're ripping it down here. Like, that's super hard. I'd hate to see John have that chase.
I like the back ring on 4/5 of that stone and stay not frozen to it.
I kind of like throwing it hard.
Because I think you only have 2/3 of that, don't you? So to
Oh,
make
it's
this,
the
you got to
most.
paper that. You got to paper that, don't you?
Ray for the victory. Johnny, I'm sure you're watching. You've been watching all night, but you missed that one, eh? She had to draw the button.
Draw the old pinhole, yeah. That was a
semi-final as she tries to complete the career Grand Slam. Can you believe she's never won the Players?
Really?
Nope. So Caleb Flaxey, coach for. So he's trying to drill it. I think he can get shot rock here, but I don't think the Reds probably leaving the house. So either John has an intern runner for 2 or.
I think he's only playing normal weight.
Okay.
And he's trying to paper the guard with normal weight and get to 3/4 of that and spin it enough to lie 2.
Okay.
But this is
hard. So mission accomplished by Epping, like giving yourself a chance here, making Dunny make a really good shot here. Final stone for Team Dunstone in the 8th end. If it's a make, we're probably going to get extra time. If it's a miss, Epping's going to have a shot for the win. Here we go, folks. Still going back. Still going back. Still going back. Oh, it's yellow shot.
Ooh. That makes it interesting. Got to throw the long angle, I think, Langer, for the deuce.
Intern runner for the Ep Dog.
Yep. That still fell back in the 2/3. That same spot. Yep.
Yeah, it fell back. He did set that a little more than maybe he wanted to in a straight spot, but.
Could you ever play hack weight or large hack and hit half of it over the top of the red? Is that there on the outside?
I don't think so. I think what is there, though, is just like a back line, almost chisel it sideways.
With the intern?
With the intern.
Yeah.
Like you can, they keep hitting it with the draw, so a little bit harder. Get anywhere close to that center line. I think you can hit a solid half of that with back line, and I think
like
that
an
would
easier
do
shot
it.
Than this.
I agree. John doesn't have a ton of time, and as much as it was a gentleman's agreement, he still doesn't want to run out of time. And if there's a shot Johnny loves, it's the intern runner. Ooh, that's outside.
Curl!
Don't think so. Victory for Team Dunstone, I believe. We'll see if they do shake here.
You want to take a look?
It's them by a mile.
Johnny knows it's them by a mile. Even the old eyes. And an entertaining Friday night battle, Johnny, and Team Epping heading to the playoffs. And I don't know what happened. Looks like Mowat won, so guess what? Team Dunstone's heading to the playoffs too. Maybe they're going to have a rematch in the quarterfinals.
So no
tomorrow.
tiebreakers.
I think no tiebreakers, which
all
is
around.
Unbelievable. That's good for us. And that's who we're cheering for in the end.
We get to sleep in.
Rakat loves it. The man in my ear that makes all this magic happen. Home team live.
No tiebreakers.
No tiebreakers. So
sleep in tomorrow, Canada.
Don't cash the check yet. Let's double check. But that's it for the broadcast tonight. Thanks for joining us, Johnny Moe, Craig Saville, Nick Sulsky, Carrie Anerson, and the young Anerson twins. We're signing off for tonight. Or if you want to stick around, Robbie's about to tell you the truth.
Robbie's going to tell you the truth.
We can go, Rakat. It's okay. They can look it up online.
All right, man. Let's go.
The 2025-2026 Grand Slam of Curling schedule is out, with big events happening all over Canada, like the Masters heading to London in September, the Tour Challenge from Nisku this October, the Canadian Open from Saskatoon in December, and the Players' Championship from Steinbeck coming in January. Early bird weekend and full event passes on sale now at GSOCtickets.com. Let's rock.
Jim. Finishing in second place, also with direct bye to the semifinal, Team Dunstone. In our first women's quarterfinal matchup, we will see in third place, Team Hasselborg battling the sixth place, Team Ha. And in the other quarterfinals, the fifth place team, Yoshimura, will battle the fourth place